Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Welcome to the show. We're just going to wait a few seconds just for a few more people to join us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. As you all know, this is my little vlogging that I've been doing for the show. So before we go anywhere, just wanted to just say welcome to everybody watching. Fresh cold, baby, give me the fire. Hello, hello. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Welcome to those who are with us. If you are not with us, do join us. As you all know, this is the time I have booked today. I said I would like to speak about the goings on in the Big Sister House. As we all know, the Big Sister House has been massive. The past few days have been extremely, how can I put it? There's been so much going on. Now, guys, I just want to take it, first of all, let's just start with the show so far has been very good, guys. It's been really been very, we've been seeing the growth in these girls. And the show producers and all those who have been working on the show, we are also grateful for you guys bringing this to us. And once again, let's go back again to the lady herself. And that is Dinah. What a lovely lady you are. Never come across you, no, never had much time with you, but I have come across you before. So, yeah, well done for the show. And I have to keep on repeating that because sometimes I think some people misunderstand where others are coming from. So well done for the show. We will continue to support you. I am also aware there is a GoFundMe page that is available for anybody who wants to actually support Zainab financially. Now, in saying that, yesterday we had a massive turning point in the show. And this is the second show. This would probably be the first contestant to have been disqualified in the show. So it's obviously making an impact to everybody all around the world, in the UK, in Africa, in America, about um, one of the contestants who have been disqualified. The contestant in question who has been disqualified is Samira SF. Now, those of you who have not watched the show and don't know what's going on, I'm going to briefly, just very briefly, without going too far, I'm going to very, very briefly share with you all what has been going on inside of the Big Sister House. We're going to take it from, if today is Friday, we had the disqualification Thursday yesterday. But prior to Thursday yesterday, we had a few scenarios which took place. And this took place on Wednesday. I'm just going to briefly hit on that because those who have been watching the show and who are going to be fair will join me in saying the behaviors of particular females in that house on Wednesday night was appalling. Absolutely appalling. Some of the things that were said, some of the ways, the behaviors of some of the girls were not acceptable. And we can be sure, and let's be honest, Zainab's decision to disqualify Samira, I'm sure, in her own opinion, does not believe that Samira is solely to blame for this incident that has taken place. But first and foremost, has been the one to be kicked out. Not a problem because, quite frankly, let's be honest, Sam, your behavior was not very good. I'm not your mother, so I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong, nor am I a qualified doctor. So yeah, of course, you should not have been doing what you did, and you did confess to it pretty much. So I'm not on the premise that this is an allegation. I'm on the premise that these are facts and they've actually looked through those videos and they damn well know that you should not have been doing the isms and the schisms that you were. But before we talk about your great qualities, let's just run through briefly. So the girls have had this party. At this party, they've kicked off. Who's kicked off? Balu, which is one of our contestants, Balu has kicked off with Samira. Now, whilst watching this show itself, I personally think was horrendous. You know, it led to Samira being slapped, okay, which Balu denies that she slapped Samira, but we actually know she damn well slapped Samira. Now, I am not part of the show, but I do think that is something the producers and those who own the show should consider, because to outrightly slap somebody in the way she was slapped, then I think it should not have taken place. But I'm quite confident that Zainab will do what is right and by the viewers, and also what is going to be successful for the show. So they've had this fight. During this fight, a lot has taken place. One thing I recall, and I do recall seeing 5 to 6 different contestants dancing, Butino over the girl, clapping their hands, cussing her. Hey, hey. The behavior was wrong. This led to Samira going to. She also actually, bear with me for a minute. She gave it good. Samira did. She gave it very much. She defended herself. So this is no shrinking violet. It's not as if to say people were giving it to her and she was not giving it to them. She gave it to them as they gave it to her. But whilst I was watching that, it was really, really sad. It was a horrible experience. And it just so turned yeah, it just so turned it's just so turned out the girl who was being chanted at in that way was in fact the girl that was disqualified in this show. So let me repeat that again. On the Wednesday, the girls had a terrible fight in the house. Samira was involved, Balu was involved, Dinma was involved, Sophia was involved, Sophie was involved, Sire was involved, all these girls, Street Picking was involved, all these girls misbehaved in such a way on Wednesday. By Thursday, the girl who I personally felt had been heckled, who had been humiliated and shouted at and screamed at and literally and also attacked, she was also attacked in that house, was disqualified the next day. Now, why was this girl disqualified the next day? The next day, I believe, would be the day the Zainab begins this investigation. So this investigation led to Zainab led to each and every girl being brought into the house to discuss further about into the secret room to discuss further about the matter at hand. In that meeting, when Zainab is trying to find out what took place on the Wednesday night, which resulted in Samira being slapped and being heckled, this is when this information has been disclosed that there's been going on in the property, in the house. So basically, the first girl who came in, not she was not the first, but one of the girls, her name was Balu. Balu now says, "Oh, big sister, there's been things that's been going on in the house that Samira has been doing." Big sister, as you do, asks her to explain. She goes on further to explain that recently, or from since they've been in the house, since they've been in a house, Samira has been leaving the house and going places and having sex. Additionally, Samira has also been smoking weed in the house and getting weed from people outside of the building and things like that and bringing it into the house. As you all saw yesterday, Zainab did everything she could to try and get the information about these girls. Now, Zainab, after her investigation, has made that decision that she is going to disqualify Samira. I'm just going to play briefly to you all Zainab's final words to Samira after the disqualification, as she disqualifies them. Okay. So the first thing, this is what I'm just going to play it to you for some of you who haven't heard.
And they are not the only one. The sound man who is your friend, also said the same thing. And we have about four other people. So we know, let's just make this very clear. We know what your problems are. And we just don't want your problems to affect the show. We know that men have been trying to take advantage of women. Men have probably took advantage of you and Sophie, but it seems like it was invited. There is one thing to try to protect the woman. There is another for the woman to go out of their way to make themselves vulnerable for whatever reason it may be. What has happened on the show here now? This is the biggest fail that can ever happen in any reality show. This is an empowerment show. This is a show where we bring women and say we're taking them from the outside world to teach them things and empower them. And if you are crossing borders because of your need to meet the men, to get what you want and just try to get your way, and because of that, they are also trying to get their way with you. And whilst doing that, you didn't just do that. You tried to set another woman up to victimize her. If Sophie had slept with somebody outside the show in the hotel, it is up to her. But when you are in the show, you are not supposed to do that. We have felt like you have done too much and we can no longer tolerate that. And this decision is unanimous that you should leave the Big Sister village with immediately. You have about 5 minutes to pack your belongings. If there's a better word for it, Samira, you have been disqualified from the Big Sister show. So you can now go back and pack your things. The security is there to help you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Big Sister.
So, guys, there you go. That is the message itself that was sent. We received that last night when Big Sister has made the decision to disqualify Samira. Now, first and foremost, for me, I have to be honest and I have to tell the truth when I say this. I do genuinely believe the decision and the to disqualify Samira was right in my own opinion. I believe it was a good reason, and I believe that they should have disqualified her. And I believe that her behavior was something that, will discredit the show to some degree. But my concern is a few things. Okay, first of all, as I've got a few people waiting to join my Zoom, I just want to just briefly, in my own humble opinion, I would like to add, when this show started, we were all very aware of some of the issues that some of these young women have. Some, I wouldn't want to call them druggies, but that is what people are saying. Some are druggies, some has got health conditions. You know, I mean, there's been many issues already in the house, okay? I am just a bit perplexed as to how the decision was made. Based on what we have seen, there have been other people who have equally done the same thing. My question that I have, and I stand by this, is why was only Samira removed from the show? Again, I ask, why was Samira, yeah, why was Samira the only person that was disqualified in the house? I've got quite a few comments here from different people who have suggested. In fact, I have a call that's coming in. Bear with me. Hello, how are you? Hello there, how are you? Hey, you're live on my Facebook. How are you? Hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Did you not get the link to come and join the Zoom? Okay, but my guests may not be able to hear you, so I'm gonna try and put the volume up the best way that I can.
All right.
Okay, because I saw that you were trying to join the Zoom already. Are you able to try and try it again?
I'm trying, but it's not working yet. But can you share the link again so I can see the page it up?
Yes, I can share you the link. Of course I can. That's not okay. I can share you the link again. But if you're happy to speak here, I'm happy to ask you the questions here. I want to find out, what is your actual opinion on what's happened here?
Well, it's quite interesting. To start with first, I want to say I'm very happy over the decisions like uh, the big sister, Zainab Sharif herself, stood up against and like coming up with the decision they did. I know it hurts the fans of Samira and a lot of people, yeah. But then that was absolutely the best step should have taken. In other words, to scare not only the women in the house, the other women, but the other women as well that are watching the show. Um, you know, it's just like she mentioned, they are not doing it, but they have to do it to be Samaria. And then she said there are more than any offenses for what a crime against. So investigation is kind of going on. But so far so on, Samaria has been the key victim and she has been handled. And I'm quite literally sure. Like even people that might be watching lesson from short term to this to start that the house has taken, if I'm to be honest.
Okay, so for you, in your humble opinion, you do believe that the right decision was made to take Samira out of the house. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel, why?
Yeah, it is very good.
Sorry? You say that you disqualified Samira. So do you feel that anybody else should have also been disqualified?
Well, I'm quite sure, yes. Like when I listened when she was taking the decision, and later after taking the decision from Samira, she went to the house and engaged all the women, and, and well, because of this, and my daughter, if any of you know pretty well that you are involved in the same thing, like rest be assured that you will have to follow. So, but yet, did you make it clear here because the investigation that you take it, that's really
Your reception is going. Your reception is going, but I am listening. I'm not getting you. The reception is very, very bad. Okay, we're having issues here. Now I'm trying to pass it. He's trying his ultimate best to get into the Zoom, but the reception is very, very bad wherever it is. If you can, so Keikos is basically saying from his own standpoint, he believes this decision made by Zainab is the right decision. He believes that Zainab should have disqualified this young lady because it would be act as a deterrent for other contestants to behave such a way. I mean, quite frankly, it's correct. I think if it's a deterrent, if it's something that is supposed to stop, if it's something that's supposed to stop people from doing this kind of thing again, then absolutely. You cannot, the way Zainab has handled the matter, you can't question that. And in life, sometimes it's very easy for me to sit here and give what I think and what I don't think. So the mere fact that she's acted and she's done what she's done, we all appreciate that. But I can't get it out of my head when I see other people inside that premises who have behaved in such a despicable behavior, who today in extra ice. You know what I mean? I mean, where are we heading? Wherein we stigmatize somebody already as a druggie. So all the druggies in the world come and congregate here today. So it's all right to have all these so-called misfits in the house, and then when the misfit is not when the misfit it doesn't deliver, then the misfit gets kicked out. Now, but I'm not disputing that she shouldn't have been kicked out. What I'm disputing is some of the things and some of the ways it has been done. Some of the things that have been said. Okay? Some of the things that have been said, they haven't been fair on this young lady. I bring you to one particular part. As Street Picking also said, she said in her diary room, in the secret room, that she also has been smoking the weed. So if she's been smoking the weed as well, why has she not gone? Is it because that Samira is supposed to have had sex with these guys as well? Is that what topped Zainab over to disqualify her? Again, I keep repeating this. It's not a case of it's wrong that she has been disqualified. It's a case of a girl who was trampled on the night before, a young girl who was slapped in her face twice by another housemate, has not been disqualified? Is that fair? And the girls that were clapping their hands, mama, they haven't been disqualified. Now, my question again, I ask, what permits disqualification? What behaviors are we not going to accept? What behaviors are we going to accept? Now, from the offset, we have had these girls behaving in some ways that haven't necessarily been the best. But I've been watching all those comments. People have laughed it off. Everybody's thought it's a bit funny. Oh, it's a bit funny, isn't it? You know, the girl there, just an empowerment show. But now when that empowerment show has toppled, everybody says it's time to get rid. And I would just want to know, just from the people, the guests that I have been speaking to, is it fair that Samira should be the only person that was disqualified in that fashion, based on the fact that, one, Balu, you've gone and grasped the girl up after it was you who was ready to beat up the girl. You said you didn't slap the girl, but you sure did. We saw you. Yeah, we saw you. So I just feel it's a little bit double standards. Now, apart from the disqualification, I want to put something before you, a question that I have. Did we all need to know that people had told Zainab that they didn't want her in the show? Did we all need to know that? You made a decision, Zainab, to put this lady in the show. The mere fact that you even told her, I think it's really unfair. I've never met her before, but I would like to. I mean, you know, she's a druggie, so, you know, don't mind getting to know the druggies. There's nothing wrong with the druggies. But I just seem to find it a bit perplexed that we needed to know that people had told you that that she shouldn't be on the show. It wasn't necessary. It makes me feel like she was already set up to fail. It makes me feel if the producers and the team had known this lady was in such a serious state of drug abuse, why was she inside of a house that does not permit her to be able to smoke? Even in rehab, they allow you to go outside for a spliff. Oh yeah. Heroin addicts, they give them morphine. So if somebody was in such a bad situation, why was she allowed to go in the house to humiliate herself? And obviously the most important thing here is she's let the show down. But she's also let herself down. She's also let the contestants down. I didn't think Big Sister was a rehabilitation center. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm ever so sorry if I missed that. But I didn't think it was a rehabilitation center. I thought Big Sister was a place where women will gather and they will be empowered through different kind of events or different kinds of tasks that will empower them, to enrich them, to give them all the knowledge and the strength that they need when they go back out in the real world. But these girls have been drinking all week. I'm not saying having a drink is not empowerment, because I have a drink myself. But if we're going to use the slogan of to empower, and then we've got the girls drinking Monday to Sunday, I think there might be some bad decisions that were made. And I think Samira, unfortunately, is one of them. Okay? I don't think Samira intentionally wanted to humiliate herself. And I don't think Samira also wanted to humiliate anybody else in the house. But she has ended up putting strain on herself and putting strain on her family and putting strain on the show, which has inevitably led to her being sent away. But this was not a rehabilitation center. This was not a center to help the druggies. To help a drug addict, it's not to coop them up in a house. It's not to have them blasted all over social media and let the whole world know that she's a drug addict. Being a drug addict does not make you inept to know how to behave yourself. Maybe under the influence, you definitely won't be able to behave yourself. I almost wonder, what did we all expect to see? A group of misfits in in a group, in a show, but then under the umbrella of empowerment, under the umbrella of reality TV. That mix match doesn't work. That mismatch doesn't necessarily do the best for the show. Sometimes I look at some of the comments that have been made. Some people have said things along the way like, "Oh, this is a reality TV show. When the girls are fighting, they say, yeah, now teen don't want." But when the girl gets kicked out, all of a sudden it's not a reality TV show. It's about empowerment. Hey, guys, let's be fair. These young, could be me, these young girls are at the peril of the confusion that is going on. Okay. These young girls have been put in that home with all good intentions. And Zainab, you really need to get this. It's all good intention. But now the girl has been disqualified. She's now been told, if the girl just has a little spliff here and there, it's a little spliff. But why are they calling her a druggie? Because she has weed or she smokes cannabis, does that make her a druggie? I don't know. Am I missing anything about this girl, Samira? Those who know her probably will say, yeah, Nas, she's really naughty. She does this, she does that. But I'm just basing on the bits and the bobs that I've seen. And I just personally feel that the least that we as people can do is stick to one thing. We wanted a reality TV show and we're getting it. When it goes pear-shaped, I think it's just a little bit unfair that we then start screaming, it's no longer empowering. I asked myself a simple question. What if Zainab did not disqualify her? I leave you with the thought. What if Zainab did not disqualify this lady? What if Zainab didn't disqualify this lady? What would we have done and said then? Would we be looking for someone else to disqualify? Would we be looking for someone else to get rid of? Now, is Samira the scapegoat? Is Samira the scapegoat? Is Samira the one who is going to take, is going to take this heat? Yeah. Is Samira the one that is going to take this heat? Now, I just want everybody to just think about it. Just think about the mere fact that maybe, just maybe, this girl did not deserve to actually totally be dismissed from this show. Now, if, for example, okay, they may have taken her out and then perhaps punished her, yeah? And let's just say perhaps punished her, maybe that would have been better for her. Maybe so. I would never know. It's all a bit too late for us now. It's all a bit too what if, what if, what if. I would just like to just be honest. Happen. There's nothing wrong with being honest. There's nothing wrong in saying things exactly as they are. So much has been said about this young lady. So much she has been put down in such a horrendous way. And I think for her to be sent packing, it's a little bit unfair. Is there nothing else we could have done? Is there nothing else we could have said? I now take you back to our viewers, because our viewers have been laughing and joking when the girls have been getting drunk and calling each other all kinds of names. But then when the going get going, they said, get this girl out. Yeah, get the druggie out first, because the druggie is the one, oh, she ain't got nobody to fight for her, because she's just a druggie. It's not fair. But then in saying that, I have to be honest as well. Samira, why the hell did you go and do that? Like, who does that? Who goes on a reality TV show, Samira? Young lady. Who goes on a reality TV show and goes and bunks off with the cameraman? Not many. Not many people do that. So why did you do it? Why did you think it was okay, Samira, for you to go into that house, yeah? What made you think it was okay? Because Zainab gave you she gave you opportunity. She gave you an opportunity. So I'm perplexed as to what would make you think it was absolutely okay to do something like that. I mean, you must have known people talk about you. You must have known people are not very keen on you. So what would make you think it was okay to go into that big sister house and behave in such a fashion? The lady gave you an opportunity, one which I hear many people haven't given you opportunities before. But even with that opportunity that you were given, you didn't appreciate it. Now, I would like to know, in defense of Zainab, young lady, in defense of Zainab, many people are going to think that, oh, she's out of order. But why did you do it? Huh? Why did you do it? You had an absolute opportunity to make a difference for yourself here, but you chose not to take it. Now, this poor lady who's giving you this opportunity, okay? This poor lady who's giving you this opportunity, the whole world is now looking at her, questioning her credibility. Yeah? Questioning her credibility. And this is what makes me just, it's a bit unfair, because the woman gave you an opportunity, and as she also said, people have told her, don't give her an opportunity, but she gave that to you. She gave that to you. She gave you an opportunity. She didn't look at down and say, oh, you know, that girl, you know what I mean? She's going to come in here and mash up my things. No, she never even thought like that. She gave you an opportunity and you shit on it. Why? You best start talking and telling us all about the other crew that's been doing it. Because we're not saying that you're the only one that's out there that's a bad kid. No, we're not saying that. I'm certainly not saying you're a bad kid. I'm certainly not saying you're a bad kid. And I don't want you to feel like that. But why, when you were given an opportunity, when you damn well done those people, the people that don't even want to make you go inside the house, don't back you, don't go inside, they don't go, problem don't go come out. Now the whole wide world, okay, I've got a comment saying, Tamba P. Bokari, she said, Sister Nasai Fauna, you're saying the words, it is a house of drama, but not every drama you can performance in a house of drama. I mean, absolutely, Tamba, absolutely. It is, but it's not just a house of drama. There are positive things going on in this house. So let's not dispel the efforts of this woman. Absolutely not. It's not just a house of drama. It's a house of hope, a house of peace, a house of happiness, because some of the stuff is really fun. But I just don't understand how this lady managed to find herself in this predicament. Now, as I move on to another element that really concerns me, with 70 cameras in the building, what, no one ever knew there was this thing going down? With 70 cameras up in the place, are you telling me not a single person knew that these girls then was leaving the compound? God knows, they must think this is dirty dancing. You know, then we know dirty dancing when baby goes to go and follow Patrick Swayze. You know what I mean? What they saying, dirty dancing? This is Big Sister. You know, you guys are there out on the street, out on the rise. God knows what else you lot were doing out there. Humiliating the girls' show and everything else. Come on, guys. Come on. There's two sides. There's Samira's side, and that's why I'm always very fair. That's why when people want to come for me, slow down. Because generally, I am that girl. I'm very fair. Whether Zainab should have said in there that people have told her, don't take the girl on. Zainab, you didn't need to say that though. There was no reason for you to tell the whole world that, because you made that decision and we all didn't need to know. But obviously, again, you're a human being and you only do what you think is the best thing to do. And I have to agree with that. You tried, you know, you absolutely tried and you gave her a chance. But it wasn't fair that she's the only one that had to go. Where them mommy cosas them? Them mommy cosas them. Them mommy cosas them. Then the rehabilitation or the help them. Yes, the mommy cosas and the mommy butuas. When then they butu don't back then they clap oh pandigal. Where the mommy butua then? Butu one day, mommy butua 2 day oh, mommy butua 3. I see 3 butuas. I see another 3 clappers. Mommy clappers them. Why are they not gone? Where the girl? Where man Rambo? Balu Rambo. Where Rambo? You know they disqualify Rambo for waking up sign company. But then now we all, which is a bit unfair, we're now going to flip it back to Zainab. But we know it's not Zainab's fault. I'm only just saying it for the sake of saying it. But if the truth be said, is it Zainab's fault? Is it Zainab's fault that Balu thought it's all right to go and slap the next gal? Is it Zainab's fault? Of course it's not Zainab's fault. But hold on, when they were slapping the girl, how comes nobody came up on the mic and said, this is Big Sister, we can see you, stop. No one said it. No one said it. Not a single voice said it. And that, I stand by that. I stand by that. I stand by that. Why did nobody mention it? Why did no come on the mic when they were licking down the girl and no one said, this is big sister. The behavior that's going on in this house, we can see you. No one said that. But after the thing now, the big sister and the crew is saying that my girl's behavior was shoddy. But hold on, when the behavior was being shoddy all week and all that, no one ain't saying nothing. I just think it's unfair to blame the druggie. It's always the druggie. It's always the druggie. The mommy costas are not involved. The clappers who are clapping for their comping is not involved. It is not absolutely fair. It's not fair. And you know what? I stand with my hand up because, I stand with my hand up and I stand with my hand proud. We all have been through things in our lives. No one is a shrinking violet and everyone's got issues. But it's so unfair that this young lady has to now go home knowing that the whole wild world thinks she is a druggie. Okay? And we've got Mr. Official Mama Salone coming through. I just think it's unfair. Hey, how are you, do?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can hear you. Let me just go through a few of the comments coming that have already come through. Sorry, guys, I missed them. Jayla means commission of inquiry, more to follow. Auntie Fatty says Dinma was holding down Samira so she would not react. Fantastic. Samuela, love. Fatty, bless. Auntie, DJ Do, Siri newsreader. Joker,
Yeah.
Great job, Daddy. Beautiful. Thanks, Sammy. And then we've got Maya too. Samira definitely had to go, as Z stated. Others will be following after more investigations. Fantastic. DJ Do, I love your top. The green screen. And Maya too. The line is poor. Yes, sis, that's why I dropped it. So a few of your comments will come back again. Yes, I Miss Irene Gomez, misfits. I mean, some of them are misfits. Absolutely. But I've got the wonderful Mr. Dul Banks up in the place. Olang Badon join we.
Mr. Olangba, we there.
Thank you so much for joining. That means a lot to me. You know I'm new in this. I'm just trying to do what you guys do.
You're good, you're good, you're good. Keep doing what you're doing. Just believe in yourself.
Thank you.
That's what you
Thank
gotta
you
do.
very
You know what I
much.
mean?
I'm shy. Thank you. So let me know, what's your opinion on this, boss man? What's the dealio?
What's the ball? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, what's your opinion on this current fracas?
Uh, well, this is all about reality show, you know what I mean? Things happen and which they cannot be edited, you know what I mean? But one thing I must say, I respect her enough. She came out to say the truth because there's no way to hide around it. But for me, she done what she done. She accepted it, but I don't think she has to be the only one who have to go home though. I think the rest of them gotta follow her home as well because I know it's a reality show. I know they program it for 1 month or 2 months, but it is what it is. If you're gonna take one out, you have to take the rest of them out as well. You know what I mean? And if you don't evict people where, for me, I believe to say that's where they make the money on the eviction because everybody got to vote. But it is what it is. Some of them people got to follow her home as well. I know she's saying she's coming back again, commissioner of inquiry and all that. You know what I mean? We got to put. There's a fun side to it. Don't get me wrong, but this is serious. You know what I mean? Because they're saying that even the sound engineer or a member of the team uh, knew about it. They go like a sexual thing going on. But at the end of the day, all of them people have to come out of the program. They have to come out of the show because there's a loyalty, right? Which they took a job to go by the rules and regulation of the job, but now they breach the contract for the job. Okay, I understand again. Probably there might be is the only sound man, or it might be is the only this or only that. But when you go there and you're messing about with one thing, which I know she's an adult, but our first lady keeps on mentioning this hands off our girls. and you should be scared of yourself. You know what I mean? You are part of a trending program, and you know the rules and regulation, and the ladies didn't go there for a adult movie. They go there for something which is more of a reality and an education thing. And then
Mhm.
you go in there now to twist things around, and you don't even have respect for the lady herself, which is Zainab. Zainab puts
Absolutely.
this, and then there's so
Absolutely.
much pressure behind
Absolutely.
Zainab. All she need, the least thing she need at the moment is stupidness like this. And you, as part of Zainab's team, you should be protecting Zainab, but not making her look bad in public. Because now people are not coming after this guy with his sexual business. People are coming after Zainab's show. And we know so many people are not even happy with Zainab, what she's doing at the moment. You know what I mean? And then now you bring this. The weed side or the drug side or the marijuana side, for me, I don't think she should have mentioned that. Everybody know why you're gonna get kicked out, but sometimes it's good not to say the main reason why I'm kicking you out. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
have to be professional because when this young lady come out of the house, she got a feature in front of her. But
Yeah.
you mentioning saying, "Oh, I'm kicking you out because you smoke jamba or this or that,"
Ah.
people will always keep that little 10 seconds. People never gonna mention everything she done in her life or while she was in there. Nobody gonna mention it anymore. Everybody gonna mention the negative side. So
Absolutely.
this is where I think again the show should have been more professional and keep certain things on a professional level.
Hmm.
But now she come out, everybody gonna start looking at her. Her whole life gonna be twisted around, which I pray to God she can go over this. It's not gonna be easy, but
Hmm.
she has to find a way. Because end of the day, she gotta look herself. She's not the only person that smoke weed or take drugs. People do. Some of these people who are laughing at her now, they're doing worse than her. You know what I mean? But it's just who went to the program, and again, this is gonna make people gonna be scared to go to some of these shows now to be a contestant.
I mean, yeah,
You know what I
you just led me to my next part. My next question is, where was the security when this was happening originally?
mean? Well,
When
this
originally the girl's jumping over a fence or jumping over wherever she's jumping to go and get to Nookie, when she was doing that, at no point did anybody see this.
well it is a thing where it be to say it's a demand and they get demand them, right? So somebody must go see, well, because again, it won't be in paddy keeper, so it not go talk. But now it's in the come on. Now all must be explained. Yeah, it may ask me for something before. Yeah, it may ask me for that. But why make you know me talk when he asks?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
that's in the way me ask you. If the me daughter Zana from the caution them, then it should have never reached to this. You know what I mean? But this is where I say again, we need to be professional as one. We need to be putting the right people in the right place because now we get foreigner in this program. And now the foreigner in the cities. How would they
Yeah.
see us as a country
Yeah.
to say, oh, so there were drugs were nothing to them. And for me, this not going forward go make okay, sometimes they go begin by a drugs test kit or they go begin asking the
Of course.
question, are
Of
you an
course.
addict? Or it's not a problem to be addicts because you got some people which are alcoholic, you know what I mean? And you got different type of addicts. So we just need to find a way forward around this. And for me, she done what she done. She says she done what she done. And now it's in the come on. Now
You need to unmute yourself.
can you hear me?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can hear you.
Hear me, but I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So and she done what she done, right? She came out and she said she's sorry. But I just believe when I'm going to a program like this, they should always got my back because now she got to deal with 5 or 6, now 10, 20 million of people she got to deal with now because it's not only Sierra Leone, is non-Sierra Leoneans are watching this. They might not understand the Creole side, but weed is weed, marijuana is marijuana. You know what I mean? Anyhow you call it, it's still made the same thing. Somebody
Can
gonna
I
have it.
use your headset, please?
So
Naima, can I use your? I will give it to you
Can
later,
you please
please.
mute yourself, please, young man? Can you
you
mute?
mute him. You should mute him.
Let me just use it, please.
You should
Yeah,
So
mute
I'm
can
him.
using
you?
my
Yeah,
phone.
can you please mute your mic?
Let me use your
Other
headset.
mercy.
Uh,
Sorry.
Okay, can you mute your mic, please? Somebody's speaking. Mute your mic.
you can mute him.
All right.
Sasa.
Okay.
Well, man, Mr. Fadilambo.
Welcome to reality
I
program.
know, right?
Things happen
So,
straight.
then another question I have: do you feel there is a misunderstanding in the concept of reality TV, women empowerment, and really, do you think the two can marry together?
They can, but again, people gotta be educated. You know what I mean? Because again, in life, we only learn. We dey learn every day, right? And thing the way they go on, I just believe for say the mechanism where we as Sierra Leoneans have to put together for some of these programs, I don't think they're in place, right? Because you still need somebody where okay, we don't go through this. Big sister for me, I don't think big sister should let go of her totally. They
Yeah.
need somebody who's gonna put her to a rehab, right? Somebody who's gonna encourage her, somebody who's gonna advise her, somebody who's gonna mentor her. But now what I think, I don't know, but I really hope that's what's gonna happen. Because they just cannot leave her to face the rest of the world. I
Yeah.
don't think she's gonna be able to handle it because we see celebrity, the likes of which they used in Bobby Brown.
Oh
You
yes.
see when they take drugs, what happened to them? Their career finished, but they gotta pick up themselves and
Yeah.
face the wall because you're gonna have the media and you can imagine Sierra Leone, you're gonna come for her and be like, hey, no, to not picking at it, I better kick that do. I
Yeah.
mean, no kick that do for that, like in a drugs, like this, like that. But again, if not addict, you need them. If not addict.
Yeah.
And for her for go risk a winning prize of that money day. First of all, you don't buy form, you don't go inside the house, you don't do it for so long. For him for go risk all that one day for one joint, right? She need help. I believe that she need help. So is the show gonna empower her? Woman empowerment. We'll be hearing this word over and over. Are they gonna stand by her? Are they gonna help her out? Are they gonna see her through this? Again, it's down to the show now
But the
to look
show
at
is
the
a
end.
reality TV show, and this is where I'm getting this confusion. It's a reality TV show. It's not rehab.
It's not real, but listen, when you're addict, right? I haven't seen the application from to go into the show, right? But things like this, I don't know if they go question it. Are you addict to anything? Let the people know that have the show. Let them know to say, okay, like what you say earlier on, even if you're alcoholic, right? They're still gonna be giving you alcohol, but less amount of alcohol until they wash out your system. You know what I mean? They
Exactly.
don't just pick it out of you. So that's what I'm trying to say. If she go in the house and then she end up to be somebody who's addicted to weed, right? You have to help her out. You just cannot put her there for 1 month and don't expect to give her one spliff. It's not gonna work.
Exactly. This is what I'm
So
saying to you. You're not gonna bring someone who's their weed head up in the joint. Excuse the pun.
somebody that need his
Bring
blood,
someone
that
up
need
in
the
the
blood.
joint. You know what I mean? And not give them their thing because it's like the person's gonna be wanting it. They're gonna be needing it. That is a setup of disaster for that young woman. So I'm wondering if maybe it's not really about the weed for Zainab. I'm wondering if for Zainab it's not about the weed, and it's also about the behavior of inviting men into the yard, or her going to meet these
Listen,
men.
listen. The man, the man, or the man, anyone now. These people gotta know. They took a responsibility. It's a job, right? I don't mean to say because they put one arata middle cheese, he'll never go eat all the cheese, right?
Yes.
You take a loyalty to Zainab. You
Yeah,
take a
yeah.
job from Zainab. You have to go and do your job. When the show done, if you don't want to go make it unlucky, if you don't want to go born picking and a choice that one day. But even the man, for me as well, I believe for say the show no for left and gear like that because you did it under the brand of Zainab and show. You did it under a brand. If you want to go pull it because it's wait to the show done, man. Not to where the show they on. Come on. What's the bad reputation now? Wait till we know now who they talk so.
Yes.
Wait till the lady go talk on a different platform where they go interview her tomorrow. Anything where the lady say, the world just left for believe her.
Yeah.
You know, because of one guy when able control himself to himself. We don't go jump by himself. Wait till he gets out of this now. They don't go put that lady in show per problem. The credibility now for the show. All man now go to look at. Or something I for me win where they don't go pull her, or something not to for me win, or something they not like her, or something this, or something that. Listen, they do what you do it wrong. No way around it, but wait till me the try for say no man. Yeah. The other one them back where nobody teen, when are they all from the car, the smoker, when are they all by smoker, they all need for come out of the house. It's simple as that. For me could take the show now to the level way me day. You know what I mean?
I totally understand. You see, one thing I love about you, Do, yeah. I know sometimes you hate when I big you up, yeah. But one thing I love about you, and like, I know sometimes, maybe because I've known you for such a long time, but you're always damn right. When you observe this type of shows, you're always right in your observation. It would have probably been so much better if this could have been handled differently. But there's a part of me that believes that they've used this girl as an excuse. Because if no one else comes out of that house, I guarantee you, I'm going to be livid. I'm not going to stop watching the show because you'll be damned if I'm not going to support Zainab to the very end. Okay, so some of you ghost whisperers who probably think that I'm trying to make a buck off the gal thing, it's not my kind of portion. But I'm going to stick with her to the very end. But if Zainab does not excuse one of those girls from that house, well, the job is them. This job business is not fair. It's really not fair.
But you had a problem. There was an argument in there, right? Because I hear you saying, oh, there was a fight in there where they end up slapping somebody in there also.
Olagba,
okay, Olagba. You see, that slap they first. The slap where happened, Olagba, right? And people in the way slap first. They from don't disqualify them.
They're not. Well, and then on Wednesday
they're not
so
what make now the one we need the smack it I go disqualify. The one we fetching are not disqualify.
No, not the one way. In fact, oh man, now the one way they slap, now then disqualify.
But when I saw a double penning get.
So even that video, I couldn't share it on my page because I'm not about trying to destroy people.
No, and
I don't want people to see that.
For me, going forward, my sister, we're not being negative here, right? For me, I just observable look at the whole situation. I know you got a show to run. I know you program the show for 1 month, and I know you want to make money. But where there's truth, we gotta say it. Right? We gotta say the truth as it is. Anybody that go physical against the other person should leave the house. For me, blank shot. Right? For cos, then you know me nothing. But when you go physical, you for be exit. The same way. You know?
Yes.
So anyway, I go stop here. Make her give me brother back chance.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us, Stu. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We've got the wonderful young man joining us right now. Kekus, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome. How are you? Handsome man you are.
Yeah, I've been waiting quite a little long, but then my battery is almost getting off again. But anyways, happy to be here.
Oh, thank you for coming. I really
It's
appreciate
okay.
it. Thank you so much. Have
Yeah,
you
it's a
got
pleasure,
anything
though.
you want
Pleasure
to
is all
add?
mine.
Okay.
First I wanna talk about disqualification, yeah, because I think that's what we're here. Basically we're looking at the disqualification for like the both houses. But if I have to be honest, the first of side I might want to talk about will have to deal with Big Sister Sierra Leone, because that's the show that I'm watching, and that's the show that I'm quite looking forward to seeing, like many people to come at the aid of Zainab, to helping her out, empowering these women. Because when you look at our society of now, we have more women, and they need empowerment in the society, because we the men, we are found of taking advantage. So I'm kind of like with Zainab Sharif on Big Sister Sierra Leone, no matter what, anyways. But when we look at the disqualification, like earlier on, I was telling you, the decision they made was right. And I cannot make conclusion to be blaming Zainab Sharif or whatsoever. No, I'm not going to do that right now, because she made it very clear that there are more people to follow as investigation is going on. But why so on they've done this is for other people out there to learn a lesson. This is a reality TV show. Like you are out here, you're watching it. I'm out here, I'm watching it, and people elsewhere too are watching this show. It's not something just national, it's international. So I think every contestant in the house have to respect that fact. Why I was so pissed off as a guy, you know, to come into allegation that she was found victim for. That's why the show is against. Do not allow men to use you women because of something that you need. I think that's one thing the show is about. It helps empowering women in different aspects. But then again, it tells you you can be what you want to be without a man. Yeah, it's not easy, but you can do it. So being in the house and then going along, with some guys that are working, you know, part of the show, you conniving with them to get something from them. You have to do something. To me, it sounds pretty silly, and I didn't actually support that. So I was very happy with the decision the house came with. First of all, I know there are other people who are going to follow up, like Zainab have said it, but so far they have to get rid of Samira, because she's kind of
Yeah.
like, yeah, the headlines.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely correct. In your own opinion, how do you feel knowing that a man has taken advantage in this kind of way? I mean, in your own
What
opinion, what do you feel
you,
that a
you
man
you
has
know,
behaved in this way?
first of all, I have to be honest to you. I'm an activist, and I don't just speak for us as men. No, I speak for both genders. Looking at what happened to the scenario of what you know,
This.
I first of sorry,
Yeah, we're listening.
you talking to me?
I'm listening.
Okay, first to start with, truly, I will have to put the blame to the team of the big sister. The rest of the team, the crew, there's a problem with the crew. Because one thing I knew certainly is a reality TV show, it has all peak, all epic of what is happening on the show. You have behind the scene, that you caption whatever thing that is going on within the village. And moreover, you talk about this is a very big place. And I'm sure it being covered by a lot of cameras. So one cameraman or security personnel cannot be ripped. First to start with, what the guy did was totally messed up. And I think if Zainab really mean well for the ladies, because women are very strong, yes, but at times cannot stand certain things, more especially when they're desperate for it. So they have to set an example to the guy. The guy himself should not go scot-free, because he might have used advantage to Samira because she needs something. And we all knew when women, certain women, not all women, but when a woman needs something, no matter what, they will try to get it. So we have to respect that fact. But then you as a man taking that advantage, come on, what the fuck? A dodge. Come on, we have to think wisely. If you're well matured enough, you won't do that. You have to think about your sister. But now you're taking advantage because somebody needs something from you. So all you request is is to come like, I want to use you before I give you this. It's happening. So men offer women job unless they have to sleep with them before they give them job. That mentality is crazy. It's certainly what I thought of this that was happening.
Well, I'd like to put forward to you, because someone like yourself living on the ground in Freetown, I hear this is a common denominator among Sierra Leonean men back home in Freetown.
Currently, sorry to break it up. Currently, I'm not in Sierra Leone. I'm in the Gambia right now, so I'm talking to you.
Don't come up,
but I've lived all my.
Don't come up,
Besides, no, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, I'm coming. But anyways, the truth of the fact is, all my lifetime, I spent at a salon. At this salon till the age of 27, I left. I don't do that Gambia 3 years now a day. Last year, I did this salon, you know. But it's common everywhere within Africa, and also for Europe. Yes, somehow it did it. But Africa in general, now the main brain nane be with man take advantage, say, okay, I get certain job. You know, even when they apply for work, you get certain man want to take advantage for know you draws first before they give you certain position. That's crazy. I don't need to know you as a woman before I give you work. No, it happened. And this is exactly what had happened. So it kind of pisses you off. It's happening not only in Sierra Leone or here in Gambia or Ghana, it's happening within the continent. It's happening, and that's the reality. Because me don't talk with a lot of ladies and big ladies them where they work, big offices, they tell you some challenges they faced. Some they have projects. For their project to be approved, it takes a lot of difficulties because some men want to see their knickers. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. And this has to stop. You know, it really got for change. No, yeah. Because imagine if somebody go ask you for favor. Let me say, because I'm favor and I'm feeling. Everybody get feeling. It just start like addicted to water. I want to drink water. I go meet you. I say, Sam, help me for water. And then you know, say, go help me. But because, you know, what did the guy do totally not messed up? And we blame the pikin because if you don't know the kind of show with the palm, they say no woman, no cry. Yeah, you know the show with the palm. The show they're about for empower una woman. So if you go meet man and you don't say this na man, and the show they against to be for stand, even with this man help or not, I got for be myself as a woman. He can't be this man, the man tell you silly things. What you first to go for do? If you know how to report yourself, ignore him. Come up from nobody again. But you have to entertain this guy. You know, you went again. I blame the guy. Yes. Why you go do that? Now make I say the management need for all the guy. First to start with. For where mislead became. Because now a woman, you know? Now a woman. But that's very bad.
The other question.
And this mentality.
The question I would like to ask is, the cameraman, was he not managed by somebody? Was there nobody to oversee the cameraman? Because the cameraman should not have access to all areas. He also needs a manager. So this leads me to
what I'm saying.
Go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, what you're trying to say makes sense, and that's a very good question. But what you have to understand is the cameraman is working for the management, and it's the responsibility of the management to oversee everybody. Be you a camera person, a sound producer, a DJ, or whosoever you are in the village. The management has to be a spy on everybody.
Yeah.
They should not trust you because you're a camera person. No. And, you know, that's what happens in South Africa. Big Brother, I could remember behind the scene, because normally I do watch behind the scene, like reality things that are happening that we are not seeing. Mm-hmm. But when you go behind the scene, you see all of this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think the management itself had an impact that had played. They had a lapses. And I think this has to be for any other person trying to make a reality TV show. Okay. You must be a spy to each individual that walks to your show. Because you have certain people that goes to this show to spoil it out, to spoil things. Possibly, who knows, like Samira might be the winner of the show. Nobody knows, yeah? Now, somebody has spoiled her. Who knows, like maybe the guy is an opposition, supporting somebody else there, and then wants to see Samira down. You never know.
Oh, wow, I didn't even think about
that. So for me, you have to think about it, because this is a reality TV show and the world is watching. You see, I have a lot of my friends that are in Canada. They're watching the show. They tell me about the show. You know, so it goes beyond like what you think. So for me, I blame the management as well, not being a spy on the men. But I don't blame them too much because they are women. But I think they have to be more smart. Like Zainab, she's smart. You know, and when I had an instance you were mentioning about the fighting and other things in the house. Yeah, that's of quite common. Arguments, a lot of bullshit, pushing and pulling in the house can happen as far as there's no fighting. Yeah. But the
But
moment there's a fighting
but
that
the
occurs,
fighting took place. The fighting took place the day before, and nothing has been said about
yeah,
the
well,
fighting, which was horrendous, absolutely
yes, what
appalling.
I'm saying about, yeah, for me, I have nothing much to say about the fighting. What more I have to say is about the unreaching individuals. One thing about TV reality show is make sure you do all your silly words, everything you want to say, you say, but make sure you don't touch certain or go against certain rules in the house. It happens back like 8 years or 9 years back when Zainab Sharif herself was part of the Big Brother Najas show. I watched that show. And she had a misunderstanding with one of the guys, which she was even slapped. And but both of them were disqualified because of a reason. Because Zainab was at fault for going against the guy, and the guy was smartly, and then later they had an argument, the guy slapped her. So they were disqualified. So you have rules. So I think Big Sister has so many rules. They have to handle it out. They don't have to wait for us like people watching to be the judge for them. No, they are the judge. But they have to
Absolutely.
listen to us as well because we are the viewers. We say what is not okay. Because you can support Samira even without Big Sister. You can help change her life if you want to. There are a lot of people too that can do the same thing. It happens recently, Big Brother Nigeria. Some of the ladies, one of them was disqualified, and she was supported by a lot of people
Yes.
because they saw something in her like without this show she can become somebody else. They did
Yes.
that, So I'm quite sure like people like you and others seeing out there who can change Samira's life can do it better, can make a change. Because if you say your child is bad, you're going to throw your child to the bush, and then that's not help for the child. No
So
matter how stubborn
they
your
get
child
one saying, they
is,
say
you
they don't
just
get bad bush for bad picking. So there is no bush to
yeah,
throw in
exactly.
that.
But
She's one of us.
yeah, for throwback picking. Yeah, so I really happy first to start with because I'm glad for Big Sister for one thing, like understanding the concept and the character of Samira, but they ignored and they tried to bring her in like she might change. Initially, she was kind of changed somehow, but we got to be honest. When you are so addicted, it's hardly for you to release off it. That's the honest truth. We have to be. When you are addicted, purely addicted, for you to let go of something is not easy. It's gonna take time. But then I think it comes to a stage now where everything will come. So I feel still, if not Big Sister now, but other people, we the fans, then viewers, wherever we did, organizations can come to the aid of Samira. Not only like big people like for go say no, Lord will help. No, anybody can, it can be me. I get one way what can able help her for change her, where it will be good tomorrow in the society.
Absolutely.
We don't see a lot of people who don't change. So
Thank you
I'm
very
quite sure yeah, all of us watching the
I
show
see a comment
can
that's
make that
been made
impact.
by Maria too. One of the viewers,
Yeah.
she says, but she also adds that Samira even offered to pay the guy, and that's not cool.
No, well, let me tell you. Probably yes, she might have offered the guy to pay because of maybe she need the weed. It's
Oh
possible.
man, oh
If I'm
man,
addicted, no, what? Yeah,
go ahead.
not where are yeah, what are the careful explain here? And I want to make them very clear. Let me just say this in Creole. All man understand what's in addiction, and then they come out inside you one time, it take time. Even if you're not a Christian or a Muslim, you get devil when they go to a church or mosque, and it's guy for take the devil off you, it take time. Not to like automatic then pray. Holy Ghost fire, it come out one time. No, it take time. No, yeah, this are the good. So yeah, Samira is so addicted. Yes, we all can testify this. Even if Samira say they pay the guy, now because they need something from the guy.
But that kind of
Of course,
behavior,
it happen.
that type of behavior is equally, in fact, for me personally, I would have thought give the sex, but you want to get paid as well. You want to pay the man for the sex. Let's be real.
No, well, actually, maybe yeah, you're not gonna understand. You're not gonna understand the essence of the pay. We're not going to tell much more compared to the other two. the camera person and Samira. Probably the guy self go lie, go add them up for letting sweet. But Samira and a woman, we get to think about, a woman as well. Despite like maybe they're against we're not sky for control and pride. I'll be there against that. But when a man, I can manipulate because situation things don't fall apart. I make for letting sweet. I say offer me money. What you got for say? But then that's not a big deal. How many tourists the kind of discount skills are there in Gambia where they offer man motorcar, house, everything. Why for? Because of being together, a relationship. And what's the relationship for? There is a sex. Of course, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening everywhere. This is very common.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you
need to
very
support
much.
it. I need to support it. That. So, we get for left. We are in the 21st century. Woman, the married man. Woman, they propose to man. They do everything to man. Come on, what's the big deal about that?
Will you marry me?
No, yeah, but we really this mentality really get for change. The only thing where I don't go favor for now, where Samira go meet this guy for Jamba and tell him blah blah blah. They get sex or whatsoever. Me not saying that because he wants something, go do that. So even if the guy liner say pay money, liner saying that this and that, everybody go believe because we know say Samira they smoke Jamba and because of Jamba make it go to the guy. But now what's happen at the TV show we talk about? Most person you go sleep with man because of iPhone. Come on, you have to think about this. We get for think about people who sleep with people for motorcar and other things. It's happening. It's the hard fact. But these are all some people when they talk blah blah on social media. So some of them understood very well what I'm saying here. But then it's up to you. It's your pride. How you want to actually get up. What's in me feel most now where you know what's he there for now they place. Then it go mess them up. $50,000, that's fuck a lot of money.
Yeah.
It changed not only your life, but your world.
Yeah.
Like for Jamba, now look the guy, you take advantage. But
Thank
I
you
want to
for
send
that.
message so we demand them.
Okay.
Please, let me stop this messed up. Yeah.
Thank you very
I
much.
want to give this message to all man them. Let me stop this advantage where woman go to you for help. If you can do the help, do it freely. Don't expect something behind. If she wants to offer you anything, let it be. But don't try to take advantage because she needs you. It's happening with the artist, the female artist. Getting promotion is a problem. It's happening to a lot of women that are into entertainment. You're spoiling life. You're not going for married her. You just want to know in Nika. Then talking about marriage, you wouldn't marry her at the end of the day. You just want to mess up with her. For going to get a lot of people that don't sleep with this. Yeah. So every man out there listening to me right now, you better fuck that shit. Doesn't make sense. We have to change it
Yeah.
up. They are our
You say
sisters, our
F
moms,
that shit.
our
Yeah.
everything.
Thank
you so much, Nasa.
No,
Yeah.
it's my pleasure. Thank you so much. I really,
Yeah.
really appreciate the time you've taken. I know we don't know ourselves that much, but I'm just so that you guys give me such a warm heart, the way you've received me. And if there's anything I can do for you whenever, please do not hesitate to shout out to me. So I thank you just for your time. And
Yeah, we are all together in this. Don't count it. All right.
you can stay with us, but we're just
You're
gonna
so welcome.
we've just
Yeah.
got the
All right.
wonderful Nene in the house. Nene Barry. Hello, Auntie. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a picking idea.
I'm not too bad, Kushel. I haven't seen you for a little while. I've been missing you.
Oh, I've been so busy under the weather as well. So
you're looking fabulous. Should I
thank
just
you,
type?
You dey glow every day. Why they watch your picture? I say, what's in this? Something that's why they use so bad. Give me so long. If you look glow, you glow.
Oh, thank you.
You're
thank
shining.
You
What's up?
Well, I mean, obviously, as you see, all the goings on in the Big Sister house. I did actually see some of the comments that you made earlier on, and you obviously being a champion of women and women development in the UK. Those who do know you, what is your take on this current situation with the Samira who has been ejected and disqualified from the Big Sister house due to begging for Jamba? What's your opinion?
Nasa, this is a bigger picture than we see. But I really appreciate, I want to say a massive thank you to Zainab Sharif and the whole production team because for them putting this out there, we don't they able know waiting at some of the problems of the youths there. Some of these young girls, then they go through a lot of difficulties, but shows them like this, they expose things that we go make them, we will get support outside there. And like I said, it's a bigger picture. There's been shortcomings from this Big Sister production. I'm not going to say they're 100%, and nothing is 100%, not even in the West. Even in Hollywood, Nollywood, wherever it is, we don't see celebrity then at the West with all their wealth. Then they use it against people and we want for, make it on the platform. Then they use them. So it happens in the West as well. So for me, where they happen in Africa, so it's just a learning process for how we able to know how to handle them and make a change, a positive change and impact to them picking out in life. Okay. Zainab Sharif, as far as I'm concerned, I get 100% right. She made the right decision at the right time. Don't forget, this show has been going on for a couple of weeks now, and it's at the peak. You understand? And there's a lot of things going on. And Zainab has gone through hell and back to make sure. Me and you were on Facebook waiting for this show on Sunday, the 4th. I couldn't sleep till 4 a.m. My TV, I was there, you for come on, SLBC una for come on, Big Sister for come on. I was praying, keeping my fingers crossed, doing everything. I was a wreck sitting here. Just imagine how Zainab was feeling. Just to make sure they're able to air this show here. So all F15 and calm, but at the end of the day, the show started. Nobody know the way perfect. Even in the West, like I say, we get all things at the West, but sometimes we do still go wrong. Yeah. So Zainab Sharif, there was no way she would go 100%. But what's me sense where I say I'm glad ways and I take the decision is, I think Samira was kind of like doing things to say there's some people that have privileges over the others. So the point that now some people inside the house, we don't they feel, because when they go to the Bondo Bush, then they talk and say, oh, they feel like I say other people they get privileged and and some people in the boast off and say, oh, now they're showing sponsors. So every people were taking different sides, like, oh, we no matter, we not get access to this. For her to have access to a phone, Nasai, it's wrong. And I believe, say, when they get to, before they even get to the house, there's a code of conduct.
Yeah.
There is a code of conduct that they have to respect. Not only the Big Sister house rules and the Mamina power and everything, they have a code of conduct that there's rules and regulations within the Big Sister house that you have to, not just inside the house. Like, how can you be in a house that you are going in a competition and you are seeing people outside the house? First of all, I think the security was very, very lacking. For that to happen, not only then they smoke weed, forget the weed thing.
Forget the smoke weed. Yes,
let's talk about bigger things where for be happen. Maybe somebody there and we don't ever take any of them drugs and they end up for Giam, he die. God forbid.
Wow.
Let we talk through.
Wow.
When they say Zainab Sharif, you blame her for this, you blame her for that. What about look at Pekin wave the pambele? I know the situation within Mude. You want to go to this show, opportunity they come, then they say it's just like applying for a job and they told you that, oh, we don't take pregnant women. That's a discrimination out there in the West. But also they don't take pregnant women for that kind of job, then they don't can get belly, but you want that job. So you're trying to get rid of the pregnancy, you end up losing your life. These children fall in this kind of situation because some of them are not able to pay for abortion and all them things there. Yeah. So like in situation, inside this house, people anyway don't want to take something. Where you go give them. We don't know what the precautions are gonna be. The consequences gonna be death. And then Zainab will get into more trouble. So for Zainab for disqualify, I think he was right. In the Canada, also tell people then say, oh, this person they make more fans, this person in the top yonder. That's alone in all right. Because enough fear on the other contestants them for able compete because they know they get the information and not privileged for getting information where Samira they get. So for me, Samira had to go. But that does not mean Samira cannot get support from Big Sister. Me knowing Zainab, and we all don't know Zainab as a person that wants to empower not only women but the young girls out there. And she has that passion. It don't display her, it don't show her, we don't see them. And we, for belief's sake, there is no way Zainab is going to leave Samira just like that. Me and you will not, and I believe Zainab will not.
And
So
to
let's
be honest,
give her the space. The show is still going outside. She's
Absolutely.
got lots of things to handle. As well as she's going to look after Samira, she has a whole 20-something or how many members in there still to look after. She has a show to run.
Absolutely. And Tinene, you mentioned something that really did come to light about this lady. When I listened to her investigation, and when I listened to her voice when she spoke to Samira, throughout all the time, people have been saying she's great, because I don't know her personally. I heard the pain in her voice when she was having to say goodbye to that girl. That was the moment. You know, sometimes someone say, oh, this person, she really supports women, but when you see them in action, they ain't got no time. But when she was speaking to Samira, you could hear like, Yusuf, why you do that? How could you let yourself down? And it was so endearing. It was so honest. And yeah, you're right. She go ahead.
Nasa, if you plead Zainab in heart, and just like you said, you can sense it. You in voice, they tell you, say, like where Combra they cry for in Pekin, in no need for pull tears, in body language, in action, in sound, it will tell you Zainab was breaking. She didn't want to make that decision. But then don't forget, most of the other ones are saying, oh, there's people in the crew that are trying to sabotage your this. You have to be careful. You have to put more cameras. You have to come here all the time. You have to watch out. So all that coming up. And this is not only about drugs. There's about sex. There's people sleeping out. So their safety alone, Zainab have to look out for that. Let's say Samira go sleep out. She got intoxicated and she couldn't find her way. Something happened to her. You lost in life. Zainab is going to be faulty because you take these people, you put them inside one compound, and you cannot even look over their safety. So it's not like when you get picking at us. Nasa, you know, waiting and call tough love. You have to display tough love to your most loved person.
Yeah.
So you picking where you born. Let's say you put rules na us. You get one picking when they follow the rules at all. It always they disobey you. Not only disobey the rules, but they are putting their own life at danger. You have to show them what is tough love. You know what? I'm looking out for you. You're not only disrespecting my rules, but at the same time, you're putting your life at danger. But if this is what you want, I cannot kill myself over it. Go do your thing. You learn the hard way. That's what they call tough love. It's hard for some people to do it, but if we don't start implementing things like this, Africa will not change. We want our leaders to change, but we ourselves have to implement what is tough love. And this is one of the steps that Zainab has taken. You can't be sleeping out, bringing drugs. And Samira, honestly, I feel sorry for her in a way that, you be in a group of friends. You are the black sheep or black goats. Not only Samira, they smoke at the house. Because Samira, if I want to be the smoke, the weed way bring the first 10. You do for that, take come on a big sister, so take for beyond the smoker because they say boku. Then they say give me 10. Then they say give me this. Then they say give me that. They see them they smoke every day. Now every day. So that weed if now Samira one give me the smoker, you do for that point take come on a big sister. But they too boku. But in now you don't touch the kata for go get that weed for people that for can enjoy their life. They don't accommodate. This is what they tell you about sometimes about friendship. She's a bold one. She's the one that can stand and say, I'll take the risk. But there's consequences of taking the risk.
A risk.
That's what she's got. And Samira has to understand. The reason today. I wrote in Facebook, me and Kuku Kumba Label was going back and forth on this. It's like, this was the platform to help Samira. Because addiction, they're trying to win you out of something that you cannot stay out of. Whether it be in music, movie, anything can be addictive to you.
Yes.
I used to be addicted to Coke. I was so addictive to Coke. I'll wake up 3 o'clock going to Tesco to look for Coke. One thing first I did was like, just make sure I don't have Coke in the house. And discipline the mindset that I have that it is not good for me. I go turn, and they refuse to go. But it's all about discipline. You can offer somebody help, But to be honest, if they're not able to accept that help, it will be of no use to them. Samira, then go take another river, but they not go force and for let it drink. Then get on the platform, but not a big sister will choke and I next to you for change. The rules are there. She's not following the rules to help her and change them because it's so don't like this. And not for in one. This is what it pain me. If not only in one will say something, he's so addicted to this, and everybody without her. So say wait, they see that no more they go, nobody know they take this tea, and I want to take. I go share me stop. But there's other people entertaining it as well. So they make it difficult for her inside the house, not only the crew, the other house girls, and they make it difficult for her because they say they smoke with her. And then they tell us you get there, that's how you get weed. But if I can't ask you, say you get, that means that the expectation that you for supply me. Because when you know they ask me, I mean nobody ask you. So they said by taking it from her, then encourage her for they go get more.
Well, it looks like Samira is the street liner. She's the one that's been recruiting these girls, and basically she's been shot in her friends.
I don't really think say Samira not the street girl because when you look at street speaking, it bold. Not
but Samira ain't get the connection.
Well, let me get this.
Samira in the lineup.
Samira just take that bold step for saying, no waiting. They go bring for them one day. El man wants us so I mean they can supply there. You don't want to be the big chick in the house, but and I mean I get connection, I get this and that. But then this is the price that she has to pay. Yes, and street speaking talker. Send me wake up, Samira give me the smoke and smoke I put one in and I left. Everybody's saying it. But at the end of the day, people should not blame Zaina for taking this thing. Even when you get picky, way discipline and they say, hey, you know, like this picky, like that, pass this. Who are they born in picky hater? Zaina love all of them. Zaina be telling and picking all yonder. Out of 150, then can't say to 52. Say then can't to 35. The 35 now 20 something go inside the house. All these things and from 150, Samira, they don't bring it and then give that platform. Even secrets people the way they smoke. It takes courage and determination. And lastly, you really have to want it to be able to achieve it. Now, one thing where always I get them it way, I don't know who that writes and say you can only experience change when you make change. You will not experience change if you don't make a change. So for me, Samira had the platform. All she needed to do was like try very hard for say, you know what, me not smoker. But this thing, I know when I want time, but I'm here to empower myself. And I'm fighting this. I'm not gonna go for that weed.
Yeah.
But if you can stay off these things, then even me right now, if I said to go step in for help, Samira, do I have the time? Do I have the energy? Would I be able to? How long will it take? Will she be able to change? All that thing, they kind of your mind, they say, you know what, let me give my resources to somebody else that is ready.
And you know what? That is a very powerful statement because, you know, sometimes when we think about investing in people who are vulnerable, I sometimes question why not invest in someone who hasn't done any bad thing, someone who's not smoked, no drink, doesn't been to jail. You know, what about the good girl that's gone to school the right time, you know, had a baby the right time, got the best job, looks after mom and dad? Should they not be given that that as well? So it's like, you know, we're giving this support to these girls. But so again, Samira, in your opinion, what would you have liked to see happen?
The decision where Zainab take was the right one for me. And now, for me, right now, after Samira leaving the house, I for prefer Samira not go to no family members, no other place except to a proper trained psychologist where go put them down, we go counsel them and talk to them. Maybe she needs to be on her own for now. She don't need to be on social media to make sure that she doesn't watch all these comments on social media. She stay off the social media and stay off certain people. She needs that help, somebody to help her. And she needs to be on her own to do it, because I think when she's around people, she's got that influence, like, I want to be that, you know, strong one. I mean, they go out there, go do this and do that. So maybe she needs to be on her own with some professionals then for help and counsel and talk to her. Like somebody they send on Facebook, they know her personally. She's gone through a lot of things. Maybe they need to talk about her. She needs to open up. She needs to crack that egg. She needs to break it down, lay it out there. Let people, somebody that is professionally qualified to say, we understand these problems, but you are worth more than these problems that you've already gone through. So don't put yourself through more than what you've been through. So now you pick yourself up, you build yourself for a greater and brighter future ahead of you. You're young. Samira is young, and I don't think she has a baby because I haven't had her talk about any children. So I think Samira is a very young child, and watching some of her pictures, she's like a model. She can go
I was really
places.
surprised how photogenic she really was. She was fantastic to watch. A breath of fresh air. I mean, she could make a lot of money. But if she's jumping,
if they hand in a help to you and you drop it on the floor, it's not going to be useful to you. You have to take that help and see where it takes you. I know it takes time for addicts, but every addict that has come out of it, they've put in a little bit of effort to help themselves come out of that. It's not just by the professionals.
And then they're just going to read some comments which have been made, and I think maybe this is something just in line with what you're saying. We've got the lovely Irene saying, she said that she does not feel like she belongs anywhere. We've got Matt who said, oh, you know, she's beautiful. She's only 19, auntie. And then we've got Khadija Kamara says she needs the right people around her. Just in line with what you're saying. You can add to that.
For me, I would say Samira has come out a winner for me, honestly, because you know what? I saw the outpouring of love and everybody wanting to help, everybody wanting to give her the support. People are saying, I'm here if you want to call, you want to talk, you need any help. I know people high up there, I've seen their posts, you know, asking to support her, to help her. So for me, she's come out a winner because maybe out of all this, she's not going to win Big Sister, but it's going to make her a better person.
Absolutely.
It's going to make her a better person. She's young, like they said now, she's 19.
19 is a very impressionable age. And
the first advert I saw about Samira, there's something about how you just...
Yeah, it's that mouth. Her mouth is like, especially in the fashion industry, her mouth is very different to see. And I could just imagine when that girl takes a picture, by the time they finish cutting that girl out, she's going to be fired.
Well, yeah, you know. So when me and my friend was arguing, it's like, Samira, you just say not to oversee, come out. He accent. I said, this speaking, the way they talk, the way they look, he passed recently just see the who can I ask. I said, look where that picking the fresh back. You know, because we were arguing for accent. And I don't even know. I'm starting to be corrected. I don't know if she traveled maybe in America or somewhere else. But I'm telling you, when you see Samira, there's something about Samira that draws you to her. You know, every time I look at her, the way she talks, even when she's in the Bondo Bush, it's always pleasant to watch Samira.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She has such a nice...
If you ever watch this or you get into watch whatever is happening on social media, please, the people that are, you know, bashing her out there, we all have gone down on our lows. And the last thing you need is somebody bashing you again, because that's just going to crash you down. We need, if you can't support anyone, just let them be. Let them pick themselves.
Someone just added a comment, and this comment, I'm so sorry, Khadija, that I forgot to say it, because I heard this girl's song. It says she also has an amazing voice. She can actually sing like amazing. I was going to play her song today, but I couldn't. No one would send it to me. No, I'm not a celeb, you know. Nobody can send it to me. But yeah, it's a wonderful song she's made there.
My friend be there tell me, say, Nene, what is speaking here? Yeah, they sing. Their voice was so swan. He said that way they talk like a maker. We talk say you don't know if you don't not to have it. Now I said after I have JC, so say you don't go, you don't come back. I don't know. I said but speaking, there's something about this speaking accents. You know, not all the
Yeah, I hear she's half Lebanese and she has a good life. That's coming through on the feed. That she's half Lebanese and has a good life. I mean, basically that means that she has people that she could fall back on should she be willing to accept it, you know. I also hear in the show.
She used to be out there on the street, even like Patricia. Honestly, people don't even know. Patricia just probably is not her choice to be on the street, but I know she comes from a very good family. Not every girl that is out there on the street is suffering and they are going there to find money to feed their own family.
Of course.
Some of them come from a very good family. They run from home.
And they're embarrassed to go home.
We don't know. But what I'm saying is, let's support them. Let's find out what's breaking these girls down. Because I know people who are rich, Nasai.
Yeah.
Very rich. They get everything. They're very serious. Got family, everything. And if you see the life where they live, they smoke weed. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are focused. But even if now rest you they eat, it make you lost focus of you better one for tomorrow. No, it's that rest. Eat something else. No, that rest not fit you. It's like drinking an alcohol. A lot of people drink and then they get drunk, then they misbehave. Some man they take one shot, they misbehave the whole place. It's like saying I drink the whole night. So anything when not fit you, not take them. Because people in the take anything, all their substance when they talk so, people in the take then they live a normal life and they're very serious, they're very productive in life, they're going to places, they are doing well for themselves, but still they're doing it, nobody knows. They're doing it inside closed doors.
Absolutely.
Samira, maybe enough fit like a crew bally. Crew bally drink it, check the person and go call doctor for cancer.
You.
How many people in there the Patricia they drink past crew bally? Well, that's the one.
Yes.
Everybody different. Your system is different. But one point where I want to make na side, people should give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
People they try for bash Zaina, but they don't. If not them be there, then kind position there. Yeah, some of them.
Stop for a moment. Have you really been seeing people bashing her?
Oh yeah, people are saying,
times.
"Oh, you don't Zaina don't spoil the show. Zaina very unfair. They partial. I've seen a lot of posts, but like I tell you,
but no, I wouldn't, because I may not have seen them, because I mean, and that's why it's great sometimes to talk, because I would have thought, irrespective of the fact they might be in support of Samira, I think there's no question in this world that her decision was wrong. And
no, there's a lot of people that said, if it's a woman empowerment show, Zaina for keep Samira and the host, but keep her away from the others. How?
Okay, that is an option that she could have, because I thought I said that earlier about myself. That maybe
don't forget the issue is happening in the village.
Sure.
Samira having access to the crew, so the production team, and Samira bringing drugs for the girls. So Samira staying in the village, she might even sneak and get and come and give it back to them. So the problem is not solving. So taking Samira away to help the other girls realize that, you know what, this is not good for you. And this is the kind of punishment Samira has received. Even though it's not on her own, she brought these things and all of us are taking part on it. How many of them go there and wait and say, "No smoke that we did wait Samira." So Samira going, they teach her a lesson. But one thing what they talk earlier on before you just come in. Well, I say people that forget credit, so credit due. I know that we Africans, not all man go say, okay, what thing as I be right. No, there's people who is going to say obviously is wrong, which is not bad as well. You know, what it mean like now constructive criticism. When you criticize somebody, make them let you not tell about that.
Yes.
Make her let it be genuine. Yes. Make her let the person able understand, say, I love you, Nasai. But honestly, I don't like the way you shout. Mm-hmm. I don't like the way you talk to me. Maybe when I put onto you, you go able to say, oh, it's true, you know. Maybe the way Auntie Nene talk and so. But if I can't say, that's how you told. I don't like to say you biba. You will not take it because I'm not even giving you the platform to explain to you what I found wrong in you. I just don't attack you. You feel like attack. So you defend yourself. Yes. But if I can't say, you say, Nasta, I need to talk to you. I don't know if you've got time. You say, oh yeah, Auntie Nene, what is it about? No, relax. It's nothing bad. If you don't have the time, I'll come back another time. Yeah. No, I've got the time, Auntie Nene. Is everything okay? So yeah, I just wanted to draw your attention to like yesterday. You said something to me. I wasn't happy about it. But I said, you know what? Let me just don't bring it at that time. You were a bit angry. I don't want the confrontation. So I said, okay, let me give you time to calm down. That's the way you should address things. The point at the making Nene Umu had an incident, then take her out of there. She has to be rushed to hospital. Madonna comes into the room. Most of the housemates, they're saying they feel like Nene Umu being out there for how many days, and she's back in the house. Maybe she's gotten access to other people and the privilege. And Zainab cleared it straight up. Say, she didn't see her family, only the doctors that was treated. And then she made the decision for car with Nene Umu. If Zainab is okay, you get belay, you know well, I know Alika. People for don't take this another level. Yes. And we get belay. Look what you don't do, say empowerment. You never empower the bikini. Even when Zainab do that, we know they get credit for say at least it take Nene Umu, even with all the circumstances surrounding Nene Umu. From when Nene Umu can, Nene Umu is not well. She's not taking part that much. Zainab still want Nene in there. Zainab wanted Samira in this house. She knew the problem of Samira from an audition, and she chose Samira. The main reason is when she gets in there, she's not getting access to all the, it will bring change to Samira. Samira disappointed herself and her fans.
Absolutely.
It has nothing to do with anybody.
Absolutely.
And we should not blame her because she's under the influence of drugs. And when you're high, sex not the least of your problem. Because you get like I say, you get so you brothers if you don't even know saying that you brother. This is why things happen, you know, then rape happen and this person where you sabi because they're high intoxicated in drugs or alcohol. You know, all
confusion, you know.
So waiting, maybe they expect is not people like you, all of us empowering girls out there, Kumala Bell,
I put to you
Marshall, what's the name?
Nana, Cherry Berry.
Yeah, Cherry Berry. You know, we all out there.
Where Maya to back yourself in the day.
There's a lot of people. Let's see what in Big Sister they do for us. If there's any other things we need to do for Samira, then maybe this will encourage other picking and for come forward. Some of these girls, they know I'm gonna this kind Big Sister show because they know their addiction the way they get. They know they cannot control themselves when they get in there. Because they know they have this, but they know Samira has got this problem and he don't get this kind of support, and she got out of it, made a better life out of herself. It would motivate other girls to come out as well.
So for me, ask you, what's your opinion on the cameraman and what best course of action should be taken in relation to their behavior, which I personally think, you tell me what you think.
This is one of the biggest problems we get in Salone side.
Okay.
And feel say, where you learn something no more, you qualify by paper, not make you qualify for the job. No. You get forget ethics, work ethics. You get for be professional. You know, that's why when I'm doing business, I don't like family. I don't like people that I know. Because I want to be straight and probably Nasa I know me. When I say, oh Nasa, I'm sorry, you can't bring your shoes in here. You have to take your shoes off there. You have to put your jacket there. You have to put your bag there. Maybe why they tell you, until they don't control me. But if somebody I don't know, it's a job. They're going to take my instructions because they're not used to me being joking and laughing with them. We don't get that familiarity. So obviously it's a job. They have to follow it or don't take part in the job. But once in a salon, people don't respect their jobs. How would you be a cameraman, part of the production that's putting this show out there? You know the rules are these girls should not go out of there. They should not talk to anybody outside of there. You're not the one where they can supply and drugs. You know this is wrong. You do it next. You ask me for again, and they report you to Big Sister. Not only that, you blackmail they get for get sex. Other than that, if that you report them, the story is bigger than we know probably.
Absolutely.
And I believe there is more. There is more to come.
Absolutely.
There is more to come. You see, Samira being the ringleader, that's why she's suffering all this. But I always tell my sons, is like, you will always suffer if you're a follower.
Absolutely.
When you're a leader doesn't mean that, oh, now I'm going to go bring an account for the nine leader. No. A leader, now somebody is sitting and they give instruction and they go bring for what he wants. And then they go, no sales at trouble this year. That's a leader. A follower, any side where you bad party they go. As long as they party they go, they don't care who's kind of trouble and they go for the falala. It's bad for you get that kind of people in our life. Samira was a follower. If you look inside this thing, Samira not to the leader. Now the one way you don't come out and trust me. Samira, now the one way they go take the trouble, you can give the one there and sit down and enjoy. It's like then one in that place and then they cartel them.
Yes.
And the dealer out there. In the go deal the come. The cartel is running and enjoy. But when they can say, not to me bring out me and counter and then can't give me. Who that in the arrest? You will go counter. Because if you not be bringing and can, not go take her. But they don't know who that push that positive for go bring and come. So me, I just make, let we all pray for Samira, let God help him, and let Big Sister help him. Let we all put hands together, we help him, make him become a better person. She's a beautiful young girl with a lot of things ahead of her. She has a brighter future. When I saw her pictures, her videos,
Lovely.
Samira,
She's a lovely
Samira,
lady. She's a lovely girl. I mean, I didn't even notice her very earlier on in the show. So it was only later on she started okay, that's a nice girl. And in
it
time,
is.
by that time, she just spiraled. So she seemed like a genuine girl, and I think that she
Yeah.
would be a very good
But
representative.
when you watch Samira from the beginning, you can see she was all over the place.
Yeah,
You see something, there's something inside her that is not settled.
yeah,
Samira is all over the place. She's not relaxed,
yeah.
you know, and she needs that help. She really needs that help. But Samira
And
needed
one
to
thing
go.
I noticed was how comfortable she was to
Mhm.
deny the truth. Yeah.
And,
And
and that was one thing I didn't like about her. I
yeah.
was expecting
So
Samira being
yeah,
bold to come out and
yes,
say, you know
yeah,
what, big sister, I'm messed up. Now maybe they go, I go pay them their money, then bring this thing about line that, oh, now one of me to go see. So why be they put me to go see? And I want one night be they 1 week, that one week now, I don't smoke them. Patricia say you get 10. So out of that 1 week, I don't make 10 all. You know, that light, and as I was first I watch, I say, wow. Samira is really sad.
yeah. The
And
fact
then
that she was comfortable to do that made me think that she's not a shrinking violet. She's not an innocent little.
That's why I told you, Samira.
You know what I mean? She's not a little flower that's not, that didn't blossom, but she knows exactly what she's doing.
And then do you remember another side with Dima?
Yeah.
When they call Samira, Samira say, ain't go to Dima and they sleep. He goes to Dima. So when Zainab called Dima and they all kind of news, and I say, I didn't know how I like commodity cam. She changed all that topic. And then she said she was sleeping in the dining, somebody cover her. So if they look for you, your housemates they look for you, then go to the dining and not see you. Who don't the person will cover you and no go tell us, oh, I don't see Samira, we didn't the dining, and me go can blanket safe and cover her. Her lies was coming out. So for me, it was best for her to go than embarrass herself and fall into more trouble. And get other people involved into more trouble. And then big sister getting into more trouble because if you life going on and another different you for the talk about too.
Absolutely.
Because this is drugs.
Absolutely.
This is drugs involved. Some people and the way see them so aspirins then take them, then they die. Some people and then born and then they take paracetamol. Me and you go take her all day, okay with me.
Absolutely.
You know, when Kulbali was sick with that, I was like, are you sure they didn't drug Kulbali? Because for the person drink that, well, you didn't say not supposed to be blind drink.
Yeah.
So because you're not blind drink,
and you know that was not her behavior. You knew something behind it.
So she needed to go learn the hard way. We all make mistakes, and when we learn their lesson, and they change.
Yeah.
The one thing where I tell you is, if Zainab not do this, it really helps Samira for change as well. Because it will just carry on the do and she won't have the platform to say she has a problem and she needs to address that problem. When I be there travel, I miss flight one thing. I go salon. I don't need it over 4 hours. Yeah, I've checked in. I've gone into duty free. Me relax like I say, not to me they fly. Are they all over the shop them? They pass by. Now they call me name and
oh my
God.
The
flight left me. While meeting man, I begin begging. There's nothing we can do. Do you want me to bring the plane from down to here to come and just pick you up to go? I said, there's nothing we can do. I'm sorry, madam. Your suitcases have already been taken out.
Oh, God.
The thing that I went through go through security, my whole day was messed up. I have to pay for my suitcases to stay at the airport because I've changed my flight to the next day. And as I since then, I've never missed a flight. Me, I'm so conscious. I go sit down at the gate.
Yeah.
And let me say one before at the gate and the space, I look the plane, they look me, time reach for go. Because that experience teach me a lesson.
Yeah.
That you have to take responsibility. So now the flight attendants, they don't need for tell me.
Yeah.
They don't need for tell me. My experience don't teach me that I need to manage my time well.
Yeah.
When you manage your time well, you put priorities. All the shop and they were working, not buy nothing. They end up lost me flights. They end up for pay and change me ticket and pay back for keep me suitcase then at the airport. Pay back, take train for gonna host. Pay back the next day, come back at the airport. That's my lesson. Yeah. Samira needs to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So this is the hard way by taking her off the show. That's a big slap on the face. Yes. But then it will give her a wake-up call. It will give her the support that she needs. And let us all keep her in prayers. And then let's keep Zainab in prayers. This thing with Zainab, they go through, so man, Me, she don't right now, Samira in business, he don't ask me, saying a paracetamol, so I just take. It asks me because going to Facebook every day, seeing this comment, I have to comment on every post, make sure it's stressful. Just imagine Zainab. What did they go through now?
I can imagine. You know what? But then it's a really good point you've just hit on, because I was even having this kind of like brief conversation with somebody or a group of people about it, and I almost feel like she's in a journey that some of us have quite a lot that we could actually support her with, and she's gone through this, putting together this production team, looking after these contestants, and a lot of us here maybe in the UK could have actually supported her in many ways than one, whether you're back of house, whether you're providing food, drink, money, or just to be a part of it. And for her to be going through all this now, I wonder, you know, she just lost her dad as well. So these things it just makes me think.
And most people where they say right. So if he looks at this and not buy 10,000, you don't have to support for support. But they write the biggest rights then at the Facebook.
No,
and now Zainab, you have to understand is this show is all about money. It's money. Yeah, the app is not even working. Where me and you can able to say, I'll buy 20 pound card, 30 pound card, and they support this, I support this, I support this. And she's not getting all that money. We know they feel sorry for her, all then constrained, and then big sister, where they under. So they feed them money, Sunday, night, and evening. Every day, over 20 something girls.
I can understand. And that's
you know?
a lot. That's a
lot.
And
the thing will make her really happy again. Zainab takes some of these decisions the way Zainab they take. What's the girl, the lady's name from America, the white girl? Therese.
Therese Yabom.
Yabom. Yabom came to the room yesterday. She's asking to leave.
Oh.
That really, really pained me. For like you did a competition, you look and pin, you say, no, me una evict me una la komoya must know how uncomfortable you are. Mm-hmm. You understand what they say? These girls say, I don't feel comfortable. There's too much going on. There's so much things. There's so much drama. So there is some standard that needs to change. Some rules they need for coming. Tough love need for coming inside. Yeah. Because other people are just getting fed up. People just want to go. They can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, for her to just feel like that, she came all the way from America and they say, I want to go Sunday. Whether I get votes or not get evicted, or I want to go.
Absolutely.
And she's giving her the chance, okay, I don't mind, I will do it, but come back, think about it, come back on Sunday morning. If you still want to go on Sunday morning, come back and tell me, you know, but think about it. Because maybe she's just stressed at the moment with everything that is going on. You know, they understand the language, and too much fighting, too much side meetings, there's too much group. Everybody's just don't pick their own company. They're saying comfortable, and she's on her own. You can see always she's all over the place. She's in the kitchen. Her stuff missing. And then they take in things. They say even she can't even wash her clothes. Now when she puts her clothes there, all these things.
No, but I mean, I think maybe at this point, wherein we're getting a situation where we've had this drama, maybe we might be able, we are beginning to overly sympathize with her. My girl knew what she was doing when she came into this show. They already made it clear that it was a village experience. That's the selling point. I mean, if at this point now, when the going gets tough and you want to say you want to go home, well, you know, you might as well go home, because at the end of the day, we still don't want to lose. Well, I think what Zainab is selling is the village, and she's selling a different type of experience. So even though Yabom may want to leave,
but I don't think you don't understand. Yabom is not bad. She loves the village lifestyle. She loves everything.
Okay,
but I think Yabom, she's not comfortable with all the shouting, the fighting, with all the smoking, the sleeping around, the days, and then she's complaining that people are cooking their own food. Yeah. She's not getting what she wants. And she said she always makes her list, but then when her list comes, that's why Zainab said now she should put her name, and every provision that is her list will be given to her personally, you know, because maybe she's doing her list, but when the shopping comes, somebody else is taking it and making it. Like what she's asking for, vegetables and indomie. Maybe those are the simple food. Maybe something and they cook fine cassava, beef, all together, but you know, able to eat some. Maybe you know, able to eat some, enjoy fine. Maybe they try, but you want. You know, even what we did at
she wants to enjoy her own meal. I know.
You eat all the expensive food. That time they reach where they say, then I laugh I want. You just want that oko jakato pepper and maggi.
That's it.
It's just they fill you up. You understand? So I understand sometimes where they feel for it for some of them put there because she's been there for some time now. You know?
Yeah,
so and you know they get her.
Over 3 weeks now. Yeah.
And he said when people cook, they more tend to be partial with their friends, you know, and she doesn't cook these foods.
Yeah.
So all the time I see her in the
kitchen. She has done very well. I mean, she's done very well.
Really done well.
You know, getting on with the different cultures, understand, because to be able to mingle with people from our kind of backgrounds and you don't know much about it for such a long period of time, it's not very easy. So she's done well. But my point just trying to put out there is that, yes, she wants to go home, but let's not sympathize too much with it because she's obviously knew what she was coming there for. And,
maybe she's not even going when the changes are coming. Because if there's peace in the house.
But maybe she could win the competition. She could win the competition.
That's what I'm saying. Samira and Yabom, I was thinking they will go a long way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was even voting for Yabom because I just want to see where this person don't come on far at the west. He can't say Africa, then take a village. Then show her this village lifestyle. He live and me enjoy her. If he go all through the constraints and he there with her. But if things and they happen the way they happen, this is not just a competition. Things are getting out of control. Because the rules is they're supposed to stay inside that house. Nobody. That's what happened season 1. Mm-hmm. Nobody not supposed to go outside.
Yes.
So now they don't go to our whole village. Whole village. So they just put it our house. Now they don't do our whole village. Then now one for the go. Now they go to the beach. Now they go yonder. Now they go so. But then they go put on our house now na Siba. If we go outside. Because where's you open the door na security the meeting happen. Now then give una big compound, una get plazas, una get una get farm all una go pick una fruits there. Una vegetables there. What is sweet past land? You know, they don't do so much well for them, but it's too much. Mm-hmm. This blame game, this and that. Let God make no Samira able, you know, cope with this land farmer, like I said, become better person that we all feel say it will be because I see it in her, you see it in her, so many people believe in her, and then kind of thing, and they so picking a small so as he begin going, this picking this they go a long way. Yeah. Some people just blessed with that. Some people then just get that. Some people they not even make an effort, and then they try hard say God just bless them for shine. Mm-hmm. Look like that became Manuela where they do that Nigerian picky where they do that comedy. Mm-hmm. I watch her all the time.
It's amazing.
They love theater. Small picking. Yeah. Everything starts from who say God don't mark for you, say yes, this now who you be. But then pick them up, you have to have yeah.
Let's have a look at some of these messages that are coming in. So sorry to cut you, Auntie. We've got DSJ now, Flex, DJ Flex. People fake on her best. Irene says she's actually one of Sierra Leone's best female singers. I believe she was speaking about Samira there. I've got no more messages there. Hiya there, Hannah. Thanks for watching. Hey, welcome, Abby. Welcome, guys. Ooh, we've got quite a few of you guys watching there. So I mean, obviously the show is kicking off. I just would have thought maybe I wish it wasn't just Samira that left on her own. I'm praying that, in fact, I hate to say I'm praying because I know I don't want to kill the dream of someone else. But what I do feel that there is some people need to also be reprimanded or punished in some kind of way, because I don't think she was the only one who crossed the line. I'm hearing that even Tina was involved.
I know because if I don't cross the line few times, don't remember now the Bondo Bush. In Zainab and when I call Sophia, Zainab tell her say, why you even call Sophia? Say that they call them where you know say they know they call Sophia and you know the risk that you are putting Sophia in. So she's crossed a lot of boundaries.
You know what? People in danger. You know what? Auntie Nene, I can't argue with that. That is up because you know what, when you remind me of that is absolutely spot on, because the fact that you're not even a bad girl, but you're trying to be a predator as well. So that's not cool to be trying to sell your friend and getting your friend to go on.
The guy don't tell me, go see by if Sophia go call her Malaysia, they call her if they can. And you call Sophia go there, go sleep with her. Then now that 3 man they say if you don't sleep with you, they go report you back. You've put Sophia in danger. Zainab, tell her.
Absolutely. I mean, I would agree with that.
frankly say you've put Sophia in danger. If you know so they call Sophia, where's Sophia ready for go? Sophia, I was just joking. Don't go. I was just pulling your legs because I know you like the guy. I was just joking. He's not calling you. Sophia go. Sophia no go.
Go.
But if you see that play, say you watch Sophia go. Say you go do what they do. If Sophia anything go meet and day. Now you not the one possible don't push her inside that danger.
Yeah.
So Samira needed to learn a lot of things.
Yeah, she did.
She needed to learn a lot of things.
She did, without a shadow of doubt.
She's gonna put Sophia in. Sophia is in trouble. I don't know what's gonna happen to Sophia and Dima because
yes, because
like
they've got some. But if they're involved, then they must go too. This is no sweet shop. If
but every punishment has its own level. Yeah, Sophia went into that.
If they were smoking the jamba and they were sexing, they too must go.
But Nasai, if me and you they smoke, we they sunset will not get weed, we are fine. But if somebody bring and come, me and you they smoke, I say, Nasai, what they smoke? So pass and me say do abo. That's not my fault because you brought that thing to me. So me, I know they blame the one they will take her because if they don't be get and they know they go take her.
No, Ebo, no.
Samira make it easy for them for say, if I want they bring her.
But that's not the point. The point, it's not about Samira making it easy. It's a basic fact that what you do to one, you must do to all. So you can't say to me that I can't smoke no weed, and then when I've smoked the weed, you sack me. And then you got 6 men that smoke weed as well.
I believe they should have a punishment, but I believe they should have a punishment, but I don't think they should disqualify them. That's one I don't think that. I believe they should be punished, definitely, because that's going to make other people there, where other person they do other bad, other person will say, me I never follow you because the punishment
so
I will get for suffering.
I mean, they should be punished. Again, I agree with that. Maybe I'm not saying that they should be disqualified. Let's get it straight.
Yes.
I'm making it sound more than what it is. I don't believe that her behavior in any shape or form
amounts to that.
I think she's the kind of girl that was like, she just flopped for herself, and I think the right decision, the way Zainab did it as well, that's what was really, it was, I cannot fault. You see, sometimes, like you said, you know, when people don't give someone credit, you can't fault the way she handled that.
No, she has to do it.
She handled, no, but I actually did not know that she may handle it that way. She did it in a very, you know, I'm quite impressed.
I'm not surprised, but I was thinking that she's going to be a bit lenient.
Very impressed.
And if she was lenient, I would have said, no, Zainab, you're not disciplined. Honestly, I would have said that. But then the one thing back way upsets me with Samira, that she's coming and telling them that, oh, she's got access to phone, who is making it out there. That's like destroying the whole concept of the competition, because you're not meant to know what your fans are doing out there, who is getting more votes than the other one. You're not meant to know what is happening out there. So for her to have access to phone, going on social media and seeing who is doing well and who is not, and coming back and reporting to the house, that was out of control. Are
we 100% sure that actually took place? Because these girls, they were all just in the end, just ganging up on this girl. So there's no gang.
But everything was confronted to, like Zainab said, it's not only what the housemates have said.
Yeah.
They have the crew, they have the cameras, and there's a lot of investigation that's gone on. There's other female members that are part of the crew that have given evidence as well that this is what is happening. And there's other members that have come forward and said, yes, Samira has given me money to go and buy weed. Samira did not give money to anybody for sex. Let's understand what Zainab said, that she gave money to somebody to get them weed. She did not give money for sex. She was having, whether she's having sex, that was not 100% confirmed. They know Sophia was having a relationship with somebody that she liked, but Samira, there was not 100% confirmation that she had sex with this person. All they're saying that she went out and sleep out, and she comes 5 a.m. But she could be sleeping out and not even having sex. Maybe she's staying there because she smoked the weed, she's high, she can't even go back. So maybe that's one of the reasons. But the only thing for the money transaction between Samira and the guys, Zainab said, you gave the crew, some of the crew, the production team, money to get you weed.
Yeah.
So even all that, the intention was there. She knows what she was doing. She's not meant to talk to these people. She went there. Not only that, she gave them money. Not only that, she put Sophia to go there as well. And not only that, she comes back with the weed, not only to herself, she's sharing it among members in there. She's done a lot of things.
And you're absolutely right. And I think for me, I'm, you know, if you anyone who knows me, I try my best. I always try to be honest, and I just don't like that. Again, I still stick by the fact that they were all on that matter. Then, especially what I endured within that 72-hour spread. I didn't think she deserved to go by herself. I still believe one of those girls must pay equally for what took place that weekend when they were jumping on the beds, Mami Cosas, and they was clapping their hands. These people have to be also. I don't know. I wouldn't agree to disqualify because there's no.
Yes, I don't agree to disqualify them.
Okay.
I agree to another punishment because
Yes.
this is not the first time we've seen it.
Thank
Yvonne and I, then Coste, Yvonne say, I call
Very good
Yvonne say,
point.
you
Very
know,
good
dog
point.
child. So
Yes.
you see all that thing that happening there. Nobody was disqualified. Nobody was saying now. And the rules is there. You know, they call somebody in mama. Then they call the basta pikin. And basta pikin means you pay and stay. Mama were born, you know, Samura born you. All that in a cost. You understand? So the rules are there, but there was a little bit of leniency, which we all understand. You can't have people with different personality and people with different, all waiting. You used to not say me used to what me used to not say used to under one roof and expect say then they fall out. Even family were born together, grow up together, and spend most of their life together do fall out. The most fallout comes within family. So I expect there's gonna be something, but I'm happy the rules were there for restrict them a little bit, for let them not get too physical and hurt somebody else in the process. So which I appreciate. But for say maybe Dima, because me other me see saying then that the group of Samira is Dima and Sophia. And I don't see anything that Dima did anyway. She must have known that everything Samira is doing.
I think Dima did go with Samira to go somewhere.
But Dima not they sleep out.
Well, we don't know if this is what I'm saying. There was Sophie, she too, she went out that night. So
Sophia, yes, they've said it's Sophia sleep out.
If the other girls also, we don't know if they slept out yet. Maybe by the time they finished camera 66, they will get.
But then what you're taking right now is based on all the evidence, all the housemates that where they give. Say the pussy where we sabi, we don't sleep away me. Some people in the city say, me, the only pussy where me know. Like another will say, the only pussy where I know. We don't do one, I know Samira. It come on one thing, now 5 o'clock you cannot monitor. Because the domot not be the lock, then put bag and behind the domot, then in can push the domot. So now up to now said the domot not even lock. Now that bag then they put behind the domot. So there's people who have given evidence say Samira. Nobody has said, oh yes, Dima follow him. If they sleep out, me I will confirm that yes, Dima don't confirm they sleep out.
No. As Zainab said, as they continue in their investigation, further girls will be spoken to. So clearly they're just trying to, confirm the final side of what's really going to happen here. But I mean, I just personally felt during that time, especially where the same girl was the girl that was heckled the night before, and their behaviors of literally 6, 7 of them was appalling. I didn't think it was fair that she should leave the way she left that day. But her crimes were very serious.
It was serious.
Her crimes were very serious because, and again, she did have no, she was not afraid to try and blatantly lie, and she was confident in doing so. I mean,
that's the another thing. She lied with confidence, and if you see. Sophia
that's probably why it's easy for us to think, you know what, it is Avam, that kind of thing.
And Sophia and Dima, now in closest ally them, but you see say, none of them stick their neck down and say, no, Samira not do this, so no, you not do so. I swear to God, I will let me life, you not do so. They know she did, but they cannot come out and say it, but they cannot deny it. It's they're just a friend supporting a friend. They know say Samira they don't learn shit here, but it's just like they just think that she needed the support. They should have said, Samira, stop. Because I want you to stay in this competition. I want you to stay longer in this competition. And you doing this, maybe it will backfire this now, and we're all gonna get into trouble because we're around you and we know what's going to happen and we know they stop you. If you don't stop at the report to big sister, we're gonna burn the bush. Maybe that need for be done sense of fear into them. Maybe stop. So now
it was like we led her down this road, and then all of a sudden we pushed her down the river. Boop, you know, and then she just went falling down, and it's like, oh shit, this girl's just gone.
That's
And
the only
don't
side where
get
I
me
fault the
wrong,
girls.
it's only because she sort of she was, you know, she did some things that I questioned her credibility, and I ain't gonna lie to nobody. But again, somebody's got to go down with this girl. Ain't no one just gonna be sitting.
Well, when you mean to go down, what are you talking about? Are you talking about leaving the house?
I think there's no point in someone in that person leaving the house, because we already have an eviction that's coming anyway. So we're gonna lose one girl down that's coming in the next few days. So in the next 48 hours. So, and it will be cruel to put somebody else through that same type of pain. But maybe that person can do the washing for what, 4 or 5 days? Yeah. 4 or 5 days.
Or maybe they're restricted to just stay in, they can't go out.
Or that person gets put, if you were not already down for eviction, they're going to put you on eviction.
Yeah.
You with me? So if we're going to get any news tomorrow, before eviction on Sunday, maybe what Zainab can do is, whoever she's going to reprimand, she can tell who that person, because you've been reprimanded, you're now going to be up for eviction. And then maybe we can decide who's going home. You know what I mean?
But that's the only thing. We talk over here, we are not voting. People need to.
I know.
You need to back home, let them buy card for you, then give you scratch card, the number, you don't vote.
Well, if we can vote from here, if we send the money, let me read one of these messages quickly.
You can, if you send money back up, that's what I do.
That's what I was thinking. I could send some money.
They send you the crash card, then send you a picture of them. You go to the app there, you choose everything, choose who they vote for, you enter you card number. All you need is somebody to buy it for you and send you the code or a screenshot of the card, and then you carry on doing what you do. It's like, just you buy a card for me now for top up my phone. All you need for give me that long number they for that top up me phone. You don't need to even give me the card.
We've got
people need to support with their pocket, not just with their hands writing on Facebook, you know, and their mouth, and with the shouts and the condemn, and we don't even know how difficult this thing is. If we just let them put in charge of them, show them, yeah, we cannot even do half of it. You know, I gave Zainab 1,000,000%, not even 100, not even 1,000. I'm telling you, this is tough for controlling money. I see some costs there when they fit. I say,
I've got Maya too here. She said, right, Auntie, you're right, Auntie Nene. We've got DJ S Now Flex. Let's just call you DJ, because DJ S Now Flex, DJ Flex. I can't say that every time. DJ says, yeah. Maya too says, we have to give Zainab time. I think we should all wait and see within the next 1 and 2 days. Thank you for that, my dear. She also says, yeah, Auntie Nena says we need to. Maya too then says, even Samira had a big fight with Shatta, and they were punished. So Samira's she's been on the game for a long time. And she
took out the whites, and because she took out the whites, they had them punishments back for another 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because they told them, no, the big sister said, I don't know how you go do your presentation, but if you don't misbehave, then put you for punishment. We're not able to make you do presentation where they lose you point. That teaches you a lesson to behave yourself. And then you still took off that punishment and went away without even consulting big sister. You go ahead, take out the cloth and go do your presentation and come back and wear the clothes. That's disrespectful. I put you for punishment, but you take the punishment when you want. That's why big sister get another 24 hours. Samira is not used to following rules.
Yeah.
And that's what I sense. She was getting away with a lot of things because probably, like the claim say, Uncle DJ, we don't even know. All these things are allegations are saying. We don't even know. Zainab not confirm and say, okay, you know anybody under, Samira introduced a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
That you can business at NASA, you do something. I say, Ebo, you know go support NASA, and NASA they do so and it's very good at it. Just maybe because that person know me and we get that good relationship, and I know they have passion in that field. I said, but NASA they do fashion and she's very good at it, and that person they love women that goes into fashion and only. It's right for some sponsor. You know mean say, na me sababu, but not mean say I have something to like say na me make them give NASA, so they make them take her back from NASA. No. You create sababu because of them. I saw God saying that you get for be that connection. You are the connection. So, but you are not the disconnector.
Yeah.
So people then go be connector, then disconnector back again. Because they show you that sababu, then I want point and back for you. Now, and the film says, Samira, even if now you the design sponsor, you not meant for spoilers.
But that you know what it is, so tell that talk me back, it really upset Zainab, because where you go and talking that kind of big girl talk and you're in here with your 19-year-old self trying to get empower yourself.
Like say, there's some big alagbag out there. She talking to some kind of big girl, you know. I have all these, I know everything out there, and business and that.
Bless her. She's obviously trying to find her way. We've got a comment here from J Lamin. Hi, mate. You're right. Thank you so much for joining. Hi. He said Samira played herself. She went into the village to be empowered and be strong, be a strong woman, but she turned out different. A habit didn't allow her to make use of this opportunity, even to her, so she got what she deserves. I mean, that's the baseline I'm hearing for everybody, pretty much. Samira got what she deserved. Mayatu says the Pekin or they listen at all. I mean, I think in the general theme or scheme of things, everybody knows she does deserve what she got. I think she can make something for herself. I mean, have you got any messages you like to give? You want to give her a message, Antinene, if she does get this video?
I don't know if you go back, you always watch the Bono Bush interview, because I always go at my quiet time where I don't want to watch anything. Go back and look at. Watch most times when Big Sister they calls Samira and the Bono Bush. Samira always argues back. I don't two occasions where they argue that they say Samira, you go and do this. Then they tell us Samira, you know, what about if I don't want to do? Samira, Big Sister said you guys. It is argumentative. It try to get in own way, like saying that in there on top of everything. You don't want to take the control. You don't want to take the rules. You don't want to follow the regulations inside the house. So many things in this car. And she's a powerful girl, you know, honestly.
And I think, you know, again, this is when you talk about bigging up Zainab. I think the lesson she could have actually made this woman today. Yesterday. I mean, as much as I say what I say, just think about it. If this girl is going to set this high standard in life and become this wonderful woman, it all could have come from yesterday's actions, you know, yesterday's decision to say, you know what, you're out, mate.
I mean, I'm telling you,
it's the end of the road for you. Ding dong, out. I think it's a very powerful, and for Zainab to be even brave as well to do it. She knows people must have been.
They're gonna be bashing her. She knows.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing with Zainab. She have a thick skin that you know they listen to. When you listen too much, they will carry on. You can't move. It's like they say, when any dog way back, you throw a stone. It go take you a double the time to get to your journey.
Absolutely.
Some things and they ignore and go. You know, mean say you accept. You know, mean say you wrong. You know, mean say they're right. But it's just that's how the flow is. That's how the dunya don't day. You know, go say they shout at everything. But I think this is a learning process, not only for Samira, for all of us. People are in there. Follow rules. You know, rules and regulations is what carries. Now in the government, we all in this part of the world.
Protocol.
We go Africa, we get away with a lot of things because of the way system is down there. But some of the things they do in Africa, we don't get mind can do on here.
Yeah.
But you go to life in Africa, you don't get insurance, you don't get license, you don't get this, you don't get police. My elbow, big boy. Boy, say, no, sister, them not safe. Oh, they come on, they count, they man, we so now country this one, give me small. But you cannot do that here.
Yeah.
So why do you want to do it over there? Why? That's taking the piss. That not following rules, not following. You're gonna order money host. Then say, yeah, not for smoke here, not for put a full plate under. When you eat right for what's your pan, we can't make it one. But when you gonna use your host, you take a like dirty box. How people then go inside you host and respect them.
Absolutely.
If you yourself somebody follow you, now that might be the biggest problem. We follow the rules, any side will go, but when inside we own host, we know they follow rules.
Yeah.
It happens in Africa. So anything goes rules. Even here, Prime Minister, not bigger pass the law than this country.
Absolutely.
If you don't get insurance, you don't get road tax, and the owner. You know they're above the law. Policeman, maybe they drive a private motor car, whether you be a former prime minister, and the number plate and they read, not so you name.
No. Yeah, of course.
They read your number plate. Oh, that car is not insured. They pull you over. Why is that they realizing that ex-prime minister don't pull over? They have the right to pull you over. Then they pull you over. Even when they can't realizing that you're not ex-prime minister, you still have to face the law. You're driving without a license and insurance.
Yeah.
Just because you're a former prime minister, don't mean say for both. Even if you're not inspector general of police, you do another country in the whole you.
Inspector general of police.
Because you're supposed to get double punishment because you for know the law.
Yeah.
You for know the law. But thank you so much, for doing all this.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I
mean, I'm going to close the show now.
It's not just Zainab. It's not just a one-person thing.
Cool.
You know, it's a boat that is rolling, and all of us have to come on board. We have to give it positive impacts, and sometimes they come negative criticism. Like I say, constructive criticism is always best, but do it in a manner where they show some sign of respect. Do not like I don't go to all these things the way they happen on Facebook. I stay one side. When I stay on one lane, I comment on one lane. I make sure I don't insult anybody. I make my points across, but do not use words that you know one lady use for you, because we're all human. You got to understand. Say we don't grow, we don't mature. Things are what they keep picking and they read, then they follow, and then say then how we go stop? Like we they go out there, we write all them kind of nonsense. They see attack themselves for even all these people.
I know. But what I do try though, Auntie Nene, I try to keep my peace with everybody. But some of the offensive things that I've come across, they're very, very wrong, and our community needs to stop.
It's painful, but what can you do? Just they say two bangles, no, they make noise. If you want to bring a change, that's how you are out there. You're trying for this change for Apple. You try to motivate them. You train. You become in. You know, you put yourself out there. You have a lot of things to do. How many hours you don't spend right now? Nobody's
of course. And I've been at work all day as well, all week.
Out there, somebody criticize you in a very respectful way, you take it. You know, but if somebody try to disrespect you in a different way, be called for take. By the end of the day, when you go make a noise, you write what in that person they write. Does it make you any better?
Of course.
I set an example. Sometimes I get for they say, follow you meet the prince, you get for kiss Baku for it. So that's life. You have to roll with it.
Kiss it.
And then if you have to go to the prince, you have to go through the gate man. You meet the maid there. Maybe you meet the next now to the king before you go now inside the place. So there is a lot of people you get for meet up before you reach now the prince. So you get forget patience, you get forget perseverance, you get forget endurance. For say you endure all in thing, all in negative thing. If not so that Michael Jackson there, Whitney Houston there, then all of video said and they so today.
Of course.
All kinds of people they don't talk about. All man of this kind of world. What in the way they don't talk for people like the Princess Diana, the way they have everything. Then you find all they talk about you. You are well all they talk about you. So what in it make what's right you get for which change you go change the way somebody say not say wow. That what I said, not to me wow, now you what you generation everybody, papa, everybody. What in they change down the way that person don't say about you? It's just saying it's your opinion. Thank you very much. I respect your decision. Just because you say I want to mean say I will.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it. But if I go say, not to me, now your generation yet unborn, they go cause that conflict, that person back calm, not to you say, hey, that you just they make matters worse. You're not gonna make a change. If you want change, you want to experience change, you have to make change.
I agree totally.
Thank you. God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Support you. I'm here. You know, you can always call on your Auntie Nene.
Thank you, Auntie Nene. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I love you, Nasai. Thank you so much.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
So there you go, guys. Bye. So there you go, guys. I mean, so far it's been such a very good day. As you all know, I've had my guests and the show I've just had so many different opinions. It goes without saying Samira needed to go. Samira has been disqualified. And yes, there were other people that were involved, but let's be honest, guys. I think the worst girl has gone. I don't think she was the worst individual, but in the behaviors in the house and the collective things that had been going on, I think it was the better idea. She's been such a good, interesting girl to watch, seeing her grow from just like being this kind of girl that just didn't care to someone who just like, you could see her blossoming. There were days when you see her reading the book and she just obviously wanted to change her life. So it's a shame she couldn't make it, but stop being naughty. This is time now to change your life. This is time now to be that girl you want to be. You know you can do it. You know, things happen in life. So if I ever get the chance to meet you, if you get to see this video, I'm wishing you all the best. I pray that, you know, you continue your relationship with Zainab, because she clearly does have a lot of love for you. You can see all the people in the community, everybody cares for you. But stop being a naughty girl and stop going around inviting men to the house for jamba. Okay, and start making life a bit better for yourself. We here, well, me and a lot of many thousands of other Sierra Leoneans are wishing you the best. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched the show. I hope that you're enjoying it. We are loving Big Sister. Everything that's happening in the house, as far as I'm concerned, is you know, it's been mind blowing. I know that the past 72 hours haven't been easy to watch, but I believe if we stick with the show and continue to support all Sierra Leonean reality TV shows that are going on right now, we will see our community is going to start going places. I think again, we as the viewers, let's try to reserve on our comments. Let's try to be pleasant. I saw something the other day where LAJ said we all have a responsibility, and that responsibility is to be kind. All these girls have put themselves out, you know, quite vulnerable. Like some of them missing their family, some of them never even been to Sierra Leone before. So it's like I'm just wishing them all the best. I mean, tomorrow I am going to be doing Housemates. So those who are watching Housemates, you see, this is the reason why we should not have been having two reality TV shows on at the same time. I am totally exhausted. We had a fight on the other side of the house, a fight on the other side of the house. We as a nation, we're not even able to really enjoy everything. Like obviously I can't, because I'm back and forth, back and forth. So next year, people in the entertainment industry, those who are producers, directors, work in television stations, please think about when you're putting the shows together, because I'm not unnecessarily like a vlogger, but I'm vlogging these shows. And how am I supposed to vlog them when you've got two shows going on at the same time? Come on, let's think about the entertainment industry and how it's meant to grow. You can't compete with two competition shows at the same time. Anyway, so I'm going to be coming on for Housemates. I'm going to be coming on tomorrow. Hopefully no drama goes on in the Big Sister house or the Housemates, so we can catch up. Because the more drama that goes on, then we can't go on what's happened before, and we have to start, creeping up. So hopefully nothing happens within the next 24 hours, and I'll give you an update on what's happened the last week on Housemates. So thank you all for watching. Have a very, 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 very good day, and thank you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Ooh.